Well, a very good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, everyone. I'm DJ Sean, and welcome through to another X-Plane stream. We are doing something a little bit different tonight. We were shifting the streams around a little bit. So tomorrow is typically another X-Plane stream night, but I'm going to have to shift the schedule to tonight. So I hope you enjoy your day earlier for some streaming, and we are going to do some flying back in the States. So last night's stream, we did some fantastic work in VFR work in the Grand Canyon, which was really amazing, and I do encourage you all to go and check that video out. Before we do go into the rest of it though, if you haven't seen me before, hi, I am DJ Sean. I am that charity streamer. My job here on Twitch is to raise money and awareness for various charities throughout the year, and this year we're raising money, or this month, sorry, we're raising money for Red Cross Australia. I'm very excited to be covering off on this one. The Red Cross is a fantastic organisation that helps people recover after natural disasters, and to boot, we've smashed our first goal of $100, so we're sitting on $113, chasing down that second goal of $200 for the Red Cross. So I think you agree with me, that's a fairly good effort, and I'm hopeful that we can get there with a lot of the month still remaining. Hi Milo, welcome to the stream. If you haven't seen or we don't know much about the Red Cross, we'll play a little video from them, and then I'll see you all in just a sec. Okay, so the airport we're flying to tonight, I didn't miss it this time. Hey, Dooley99, welcome to the stream. So we are flying to this airport just here. What you're seeing here is the Grand Canyon West Airport. Identification is Kilo 1 Golf 4. Don't ask me how that makes sense, but apparently it does. We were doing a lot of flying in the Grand Canyon yesterday. A bunch of us, Milo included, who's watching the stream. Three of us, 3 Cessna 172s, and 3 VR headsets, and we did some fantastic flying around the Grand Canyon. So much that I was thinking about it today, and then when I had to move the stream around from tomorrow to tonight, I thought, well, there's no better place probably to fly into with a different aircraft, and then fly out of and head north up to Jackson Hole. So we're going to be departing out of Phoenix today, the city, the monstrous airport that it is in the TBM, and then fly up to this guy just here. We'll turn the aircraft around. We might jump in. I think we might jump in the 7-3, and then we'll go up to Jackson Hole, which will be pretty exciting. Although we might even stay in the TBM, but the next leg is quite long. I think it's about an hour 45. It's probably 2 hours 25 in the TBM. So we'll see how we go. So you're flying 2K1G4 and taking off again from Milo. So we're flying from Phoenix through into Grand Canyon West Airport. From Grand Canyon West Airport, we're flying up to Jackson Hole. So Kilo Juliet Alpha Charlie, I'm pretty sure that's the one just there. Okay, again, this fantastic background by Aliverdi, who was successful in the screenshot competition. For those of you there we go, just had to wake up a little bit. For those of you interested in getting your prize winning screenshot as my loading screen for the week, the competition is currently open on Discord. Join the Discord under the competitions tab. Just upload your fantastic screenshot, and every Sunday night I will make the call and live on stream, and we'll choose a new background for the week. So this, I think you can all agree, really is an amazing background. This is the Zibo 737, and yeah. Don't know, Milo. Leroy's got a mind of his own. All right, let's go jump in the TBM there. So where we want to go? We want to go to Phoenix, KPHX Phoenix Sky Harbor. Yeah, that's the one. Ugh, it's a massive airport and I have no idea where to go. That's cargo over there. That's the apron. That's a gate. We've got like a General Aviation North. There we go. Let's go up here. We'll go to the General Aviation North. We'll go right up there and see what we see. So let's go ahead. We'll sync up the time a little bit, but we'll just we'll make it about 10 o'clock in the morning. That works for us, and we'll get the sim loading in now. GA top left, awesome, Milo. Thanks very much. VATSIM for this one, buddy. Unless did my stream say FS Cloud still, or was I smart enough to update that? I think we did do a little change there at the halfway through the stream because Leroy was keen to fly on VATSIM, so we'll do that. Dilu99, is that how I say your name? Dilu? Is it no? Is it a silent D? I'm shocking with names. I really am. It's taken me 33 years to learn my own. Good old X-Plane, and it's long loading. We have got some lovely Phoenix scenery for the flight today. I had it, I think we did see it again when we were Spanish pronunciation. You're getting it right, Delu. Okay, awesome, great. I like to get people's names right. GA is bottom left of the airport in real life. Ooh, Tron, okay. Or maybe the airport's just flipped upside down in X-Plane. Maybe it is really the bottom left, depending on how you look at it. You're going to come with us, Tron? You're actually going to do some flying with us at some point? You're talking about, you know, flying the TBM. We're going to go up to Alaska and all this sort of stuff. And Emily Ridley, so you're at a flying school. That's okay. Given the fact of how I typically fly the TBM, that's not necessarily a bad thing starting at a flying school. Maybe we'll be able to pick up some knowledge on the as we get ready there on the ground. Joe, hey buddy, welcome to the stream. I hope you're well. Do you know if it's true the heat blow for 14 on hold? Devastated if true. No, I haven't seen any publications or any information to suggest it's on hold, Joe. I'm seeing more and more video released of it, which would suggest the opposite. Unless they've discovered a bug. I know a lot of the videos aren't revealing the rear seat, but I haven't heard any of that. Did you bring the CFI? Tron, you're flying with us. You'll be right. Daz isn't online, so maybe I didn't bring the CFI. Daz was here. He'd definitely pull me up into gear if I was doing something wrong in the TBM. Slowly loading, getting there. It seemed that your last flight was not completed. Oh, I don't know what I did there. We're just going to click no on that guy there. Joe, no, it's not on hold. It will be released before the end of winter in the Northern Hemisphere. I know they have not even started the rear seat. Really? Are you sure? That's yeah, wow. No wonder it's on hold if they haven't started the rear seat. The aircraft is stopped for more than several hours. It's highly recommended to put the engine caps in. Oh yeah, I know all that. They're already on, buddy. The aircraft is sealed up. Let's get some real world weather happening here. Well, the meta file is right. It's broken cloud. Wow, welcome to Phoenix, everyone. I didn't get to see Phoenix at all last time we were here because of the low cloud when we flew the Mad Dog MD-80 into here. But have a look at this. How nice does this look? The ortho for the US really does look nice. Like look at all this. One thing I did set up, and I've forgotten to change it since streaming, is if we go over the graphics options, the world objects here, we're just going to bring it back to medium. We'll just get the sim to reload a little bit here. When we were in the Grand Canyon yesterday in the default Cessna 172, I was getting like 150 FPS, so I maxed out a lot of X-Plane. and still managed to maintain a constant 45 in VR. So that was really cool. But when you're in the TBM flying over complex terrain, complex airports, it's a different story. But there we go. That's still looking pretty decent there, if I do say so myself. All right, where are we on this field? We're right smack bang there. No, the rest of it is almost entirely done, and they're doing a final texture pass currently. If you depart 25 left to front right, you'll go over my house. Hey, Tron. All right, so 25 left, so I guess that's the other side. I think we'll go, oh, it's 26. 25 left and 25 right's over that side. I have to basically drive to the other side of the airport if we wanted to do that. I'm thinking maybe 08 or 26 for us, definitely. 08, yeah, I'm thinking the same, Milo. So let's go ahead and get connected to Squawk Box. Bing bong, there we go. I have no idea why the text is halfway down the screen. No idea. Okay, so let's go ahead and load up the payload now. So we'll get rid of the tires and caps, get rid of the pitot covers, get rid of the wicks and statics. Let's do a quick check here. We are going to go fully fueled up to the Grand Canyon today, so that's going to be pretty good. Pilot, co-pilot. And we'll bring them down a little bit. These guys are light. And we'll put some cargo of about 30 kilos there in the back. That's looking pretty good right there. Okay, let's close you and get rid of you. How come my dinging's not working? I've got a dinger, but she's not dinging. Why is that not working? Notify on first message from user, notify about new message. It works when I do that. Oh, idle time of 10 seconds. Maybe we'll break that 5 seconds. Maybe that's what it is. What do we got here? Bloody hell, sit on me. Nice 727-200, mate. What? Oh, hello, who's that? We got MT008 there in a B200 or something like that. I don't know who that is. It's kind of cool though. We've started together. Is that you, Milo? Are you in the B200? Oh, 1900D. Are you sure you've put that as your aircraft in X-Walk Box? It doesn't look like a 1900D to me. What's I feel like we're not getting true active sky weather here. I feel like this is not. Where is active sky? Active sky's connected conditions. Yeah, broken. Oh yeah, okay. We're getting it. Yeah, this is a totally different story to the weather we were getting the other day when we came in here. It was horrible. All right, let's get that there. Let's get the map up. Locked aircraft. There we go. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of that waypoint there and just fly straight to PGS. Alrighty, let's get in the aircraft here. We'll go ahead and get my park brakes turned on. There we go. Wind is 12, gusting 29 here. That explains things. Okay, it's really cloudy here, 7 a.m. summertime, and it feels like the sun barely rose. Dooley, are you where you? Oh, sorry, you did tell me about pronunciation, didn't you? Spain. So in Spain, is that the case just there? All right, let's go ahead and boot this guy up. On and on. I haven't flown the TBM for quite a little while here. I'm definitely looking forward to it. TPR pedals like Sean. Avjo, they're great. They are the most solid feeling pedals you'll ever really get for flight sim without spending big dollars. But they sit a bit high, and I've got them configured so when I'm in VR, I sit back like here, which is great. But shush aeroplane. But when you're up close, I can't get my knees up because they hit the top of the desk to get on the pedals. First world problem. I know, right? Let's get a little back. Let's get a little bit of lighting here on the panel. Hit enter there. X Squawk Box says 1900D. In Argentina. Okay. Oh well, fair enough. Turn your landing light off, Milo. God, that TBM is bright. Wow, how bright is this here? All right. What do we got here? What am I doing? I'm loading up a flight plan, aren't I? That's what I'm doing. Flight plan, menu. Let's go ahead and get rid of this flight plan. So delete flight plan there. Excuse me. And hey mate, how's it going? Hey Captain, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Doing really well. Thanks very much for a Wednesday night here. I'm looking at the new widescreen monitor. Recommend any? I don't think you really need to go for anything crazy like those 144 hertz monitors and stuff like that for X-Plane. I don't think you've got to do it. I think a nice screen that's got good rich color, that's wide and is big enough, is good enough. But I know Milo just got a new screen, so Milo, you probably would have done some looking around when you were looking for your screen. Have you got any tips on what you think's a good one? What do we got here? Where are we going? We're going from the KPHX to that one just there. Enter. Perfect. Okay. So have I got my charts up? Have I got charts? I think I closed my Navigraph charts. Let's get those guys back open again. 1,000 AU. Ooh, for that you could get I fixed it and it's working. Yeah. American, hey buddy. Don't you know about the bird? Well, Peter's gonna tell you about the bird. Welcome, Larrikin. Welcome to the stream, buddy. I got that damn bug fixed. I'm so excited. So there's been no bugs this stream yet, touch wood, but there's still time. All right, so this chart just here. What did we have? That's what I was going to do, is kick off that one. No, we want to go you, fly now, and yeah, kick you off. So what did we have, guys? Can I get a meta for Phoenix, please? It's KPHX. So what we're going to do, we're going to take off for hopefully 08 or 26. Thank you, Tron. 110 at 5. Oh, even better. So 08 for us. Sorry, Tron. I don't think we'll be over your house today, buddy. Did we get did the flight plan give us a departure? It did give us a Chile 4. I feel like that's advertising for someone else. Sid, the Chile 4. Oh, 08. Wow, look at, let's just bring this up. Chile 4 to Hobbs. Okay, then Hobbs would go up. So 08, 080, 078 to 1550, then 080, and then it's left off 45 degrees, I guess. And then something else happens. So what do we got here? So climb heading 070 to 1550, then climbing right turn heading 080, yep, at 4 DME east of the PXR VOR, climb left turn heading 045. And then what happens? Do we get vectors or something through? How do we get up that way? I'll go ahead and I'll chuck it in the box here and see what this what the flight plan gives us. Let's go procedures. We'll load. We'll select a departure here, enter, and it was the Chile 4, enter, runway 08, enter to Hobbs, enter, load. So what's that giving us? If we go enter U, we scroll through up, there's a 045, vectors, okay. So it's vectors. Okay, so we'll just yeah, that's how we do it. They vector us onto the rest of the departure there. Okay, that's cool. We can we'll fix that up when we're in flight. That's easy enough. Okay, let's get rid of you. If we zoom you all the way in, do we get a lovely? No, we don't. Damn. I normally get ground chart here, but unfortunately with some downloaded custom airports, sometimes that doesn't work, and this is a classic case of that. This is a custom airport. Okay, I think with that done now, it's 078, so let's go ahead and put the heading in of 078. Just here, 078. We're climbing up to 28,000 feet, so we'll just go dilated now. I don't think there's any ATC online at this hour. We'll just get show who's online just in case, because that's bitten me in the ass before. I don't even see the little show online window. Oh, there it is right there. We'll chuck that behind me so you guys can't see it and it's out of the way. Well, the Chili Ford takes you over my house anyway. Oh well, try and let me know and I'll drop that brick. I mean, I'll be waving. There's 28, so flight director on navs for us, and the rest they say is history. So that's done. We might just get the VOR up for here. What is the VOR? 1156. So we'll go to the nav here, 1156, and we'll switch you. We want that one. There we go. We've got the VOR up. Nice. You mean you break the TBM and drop the whole plane like a brick? That's probably not out of the realm of possibility. Let's be honest here. Okay, cool. Well, that looks like that's all the pre-flight done. Let's have a very quick look here, guys, at the flight plan. I know how much everyone loves it. So we are going to be operating Victor Hotel Sierra Alpha Mike, which isn't truly realistic given the country that we're in. But Phoenix through to Grand Canyon West Airport, about 56 minutes flight time. We've got 3 hours 38 minutes of fuel once we get there, should we need to hold and do whatever. Up to 28,000 feet today, and shear rate of 2. Anything greater than 6 means we'll have a few bumps. 2 is going to be really easy. The wind is 220, excuse me, at 48 knots. American, not going to happen, buddy. That's our route just there that we've got plugged in. 210 nautical miles for us. We've got some wind data we don't need to go through. The flight plan, we're going to do a little bit of track shortening. There's a little bit of a dog leg there that I need to fix up. We'll fix that up in flight. Another the wind there. We've got no Grand Canyon West Airport weather available, and I thought I chucked in. I didn't, but I did look up when I was planning this. I looked up the weather in the Grand Canyon, and the weather was fine, so we shouldn't be too bad. There's a little bit of crap up high there, as you can see if we look at this vertical profile of our flight today, but besides it's looking pretty good. Definitely traveling over some terrain. So this is this dogleg. We're taking off from Phoenix here. We've got a bit of a crosswind most of the way. This perfume dogleg will clear. We'll delete that waypoint and go Hobbs direct to Papa Golf Sierra. There's no arrivals. I've got no charts for Canyon West Airport. So. Actually, which reminds me, I should probably have a little bit of a look here. K1G4 charts. Let's see if we can get some charts here, because I don't have any charts for this airport. Maybe this is it. 1G4. Yeah, there's a ground chart. That's absolutely amazing. That's going to be really helpful, and it tells us the location of it, equally as important. Now let's have a look here. Hey DJ Sean, Storm Rule. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome to you. I probably can't call myself a pilot anymore. I'm very not current. Yeah, okay, we're not going to get any charts here by the looks of it. We're just going to rock and roll. We'll overfly the airport. We'll get a little bit low towards the airport, get to about 1,000 feet AGL, and we'll do an overfly of the airport once we get there. See if we can see a windsock, and then we'll make a call about which runway we use. That'll be fun. Flying VFR once we get there. That's really exciting. Okay, let's go ahead now and get into it. I better get going. Yeah, Milo, I'll follow you out if you like. What did we have? We had a meta there, didn't we? And what did we have for The QNH 3013. I have no idea. There we go. That's how we want to do it. No, I don't want to align start. I don't know how to change the QNH. HPA inches. There we go. Maybe we just let that go for a minute. So we had 3013 there on the Barrow. Oh God. Menu? No. PDF. So that's standard Barrow. Alt units. Inches. There we go. I got it. I'm starting to be a pilot at the moment. You're slower. Okay, Milo, no dramas, buddy. Good luck. And Cantrell 2024, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, my friend. Storm, well, good luck on your studies there, buddy. I know it can be pretty intense. What do we got? Altimeter 3013. 3013. And we'll go and plus that up. 3013. There we go. That's nice and easy. All right. So this is the good part of the stream, the best part of the stream. We get to what's going on with my green screen there playing up? We might fix that up a little bit before we get going, but we're going to go jump into VR and we'll do the rest of the flying in VR. Where we go? Let me just very quickly fix my face. Kramer, let's bring you up. There we go. All right, that should make life a little bit better for us. Okay, let's get this going. So we need to go ahead and get VR started. There we go. And you, alrighty. Back in X-Plane. And into VR we go. A quick switch of this mic. Hopefully it's not sounding too bad, guys. Let me know if it is sounding pretty crappy. We don't want you. We want you. There we go. Alrighty, give me a sec to jump into VR, guys, and I'll be right with you. So this green screen should take care of itself once we get out of and back in the cockpit. Alright, where are my hands going? Down here. Ugh. There we go. There we go. Back in the cockpit here, we've still got a green screen. It's funny, you test all this stuff before flight, and everything checks out, and then as soon as you press the stream button, everything kind of breaks on you. One there, we got. Yeah, that's probably going to have to do for us. Alrighty, let's go. Okay, get back here. We've got Milo just there. We'll close that door. Let's go ahead and get some things in VR. Move, manage. What do we got here? System windows. What do we got? Twitch on Google Chrome. We want that as best. And move to VR. There we go. There goes Milo, cut nice and close to me, buddy. I'll leave this here when you need to convert to peasant units. That's funny. You're so funny. Can I get rid of you? Yes, I can, and I'll chuck you guys there, and that will be our little chat. How cool's that? Alrighty, I've got some stuff to do. What have I got to do? I got to run the checklist. So that's manual check, so that's all the way back. You're in the closed position. Check strobes. We want to go nav lights on for this one, and the auxiliary pump is on. The propeller area is clear, and we'll go ahead now and start her up. Let me know if I got to adjust the volumes of the engines, guys, because I did turn it down a little bit for our flight yesterday. So let me know if I've got to bring it back up a little bit. Okay, so here comes that ITT we're looking at. We're just going to keep our hand here just to make sure that we don't have to pull it back. Looking like we're getting a good start here. Oh, getting a little hot. Come back in, come back in. Oh, yeah, we're good. Check. Starter is off. Check, check. Check, check, check. We don't worry about you. Check. And throttle back to flight idle. What is that, Tron? Like a, did I see like a preschool or something link or something there? Engine parameters is all looking good. Check. Aux BP to autos checked. Over to this fine. So we're going to generator is to main. Yeah, we got a nice little amp warning there. Back to standby. Back to main. That's checked. We get, what do we got here? So that's checked. The AP trim switch is on. We'll flick you on. We do an oxygen test. You're in Discord. Milo, no worries. Let me jump and drag you in. Let me just adjust the volume mixer.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
456, buddy. 456. Okay, let's check that oxygen test. The display backup button is tested. Back to the checklist. The bleed switch is coming on. The air conditioning is coming on. We'll turn the knob a little bit, get some air through here. Check, 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 check. Control selector, that's checked. The temp checked. Standby instruments 3013, 3013. The LFE back here to system. LFE, we've got. We don't have that in the system. Can anyone get me the elevation, please, of Kilo 1 Golf 4, please? Check altimeter, pitch, roll, and yaw. We'll change the pitch here. The yaw's looking good. The de-icing system, so 1, 2, 3. There goes Milo, racing along the runway. He's hammering along, Jesus. Check, initial separator is checked, and we've done all those. CAS is just the bat amp and the door closed, and the parking brake is set. Okay, let's go. Let's do some taxiing. So we're going to taxi out this way and down to the right. So what do we want? We want taxi light is on. Check that guy. 4,825 feet. Thank you, Tron. Yes, initial separator, FMC, so what do we got? Plus 250, 4,825. So we're looking at the blue text just here, everyone. 4,825. Oops. That'll do just there. Accept. And that's good. Let's get going. So park rate coming off. We are clear left and we are clear right. Did I not take the... I think I forgot to do something. Yep, I forgot to take the chocks off. Whoopsie. Now we should be going. Now we're moving. Okay. What's some chocks between friends? Alright, we'll go down over here to the left. And I think we go down. Is this the start of 08 just here? Milo went further down, I think. I'm pretty sure. Milo went further down. We can take off here. We've got nothing to worry about. We don't need to go all that way. Let's do a test of the TCAS system.
TAS system test pass.
Test pass. Let's heat up the missiles. I'm in the weather radar. Bring you back there. Okay, so you're going to click over. Flaps are going down. So checklist, parking brake, throttle. We're going to feather twice. That prop RPM should dip and come back up, which it has. Feather one more time. Dips and comes back up. That's checked. Flaps are one stage for takeoff. De-icing system, we've got inertial separator on, and the pitot and stalls on. Flight controls, that should be up. That should be down. That should be up. That should be down. Yeah, looking good, and we got freedom of movement there on the yoke. The trims are looking good. This passenger seatbelt signs, all that sort of stuff's good. Quantity, we are full. The oxygen checks out. The OXBP switch is in auto. Altimeter settings are set, the LFE set, the takeoff and all that sort of stuff done. The battery charge, we're waiting on the bat amp to drop here just a little bit. We can't take off with the bat amp light on here, so we just need to hang for a minute. We'll get that turned on. We'll get that to operate, and we'll have a little bit of a look here and just check that there's nothing coming down finals that's going to kill us. No. Okay. Map, what do we got here? Next rad on back. Zoom you out a little bit. Let's declutter you. There we go. Okay. Alright, that bat amp. We're just waiting for the bat amp to drop here, guys. It won't be too much longer. The longer we stayed on the battery there, the more we were drawing, and we're just going to wait for those amps to drop off a little bit. Once they do, we are good to go. Get the old the iPad running here. Wonder if I can. One of the lovely things I like about this Move VR, which is a great little tool here for bringing stuff into X-Plane. Have we got Spotify? Yes, we do. We'll get some medium quality on Spotify. We don't need it to be absolutely amazing, but we'll bring it up. Nope. There we go, and we'll chuck Spotify. We'll chuck Spotify on the floor there. Whoop, that's coming a little bit out of my my range there. So we'll chuck. Where do we chuck Spotify up here? Where do we chuck Spotify? Do we chuck Spotify on the seat? Maybe we chuck Spotify just there. Hey, buddy. Hey, is it Darvius57? Hello, welcome to the stream. Hello. Okay, the amps are gone. Let's go. Strobes coming on. Lights coming off. We'll go pulse on the lights. It's clear right, and it's looking clear on the left. Let's get going. Brakes coming off. This scenery looks absolutely amazing in VR. So we might get rid of that just for now. Looks absolutely amazing. Okay, runway 08 is checked. Let's get going. Sorry, Tron, give me 1 sec, buddy, and I'll look at your messages, guys. There we go. That's looking good for us. Airspeed's alive, straight down the line. There's 70 knots. There's 80. Let's bring some back pressure on here, and we are airborne. Gear coming up. Shush. You are not. Whoops! I'm getting distracted by Tron's message. Alrighty, let's go. Your damper on, flaps coming up. What do we got here? Flight level change just over there. Flight level change. Let's go autopilot on. I just want to have a little bit of a look outside here and see some of this amazing scenery that we've got. What do we got here? What plane are you flying? We're flying the TBM 900. TBM 900 by Hot Start. There you go. What GPU do you have? We have a 1080 Ti. If you go exclamation mark specs or exclamation mark PC or computer, I think you'll get all the info there, but it is also in the stream information just below. Wow. I love this damn aircraft. It's such a beautiful aircraft. And can we see back towards the airport? Let's go sit over here for a second. Oh, we can't really see much. See you later, Phoenix. Ah, this is nice. Perfect. This feels really weird, sitting with your back to the direction of flight. Okay, I probably want to sit on the flight deck now. Sit on the other side. The departure should let you see the airport and turn soon. Ah, yes it will, buddy. Just coming up just here. So we'll get rid of the inertial separator now. We'll just do a very quick checklist here. Climb speed's checked, all that's checked. Lights and yaw damper set, throttle's checked. ECS panel, fuel system's checked. De-icing system as required. That's that checked. Let's return to you. We'll zoom you out a little bit. There we go. What have we got? About 40 seconds until the turn. Wow. You really take ortho for granted sometimes. Oh, let's bring the torque back a little bit. 97, yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go ahead. Whoops, we're on the ground. That was probably a little bit too far. Let's get in the back here. This side. Hey, there we go. That was perfect timing as we do the turn. We don't want to do that. Oh, there's the airport. Hopefully you guys can see it. You can't miss it. Wow, it's a suburb in itself. It's huge. We got vectors. So this is the vectors leg of the departure, which isn't what we want. So let's go zoom out here. Where's this turn? Where are we going? So we want to turn back this way, don't we? Yeah. So let's get a turn. Let's sync up the heading, and let's turn to the left here and go back the way we want to go. So let's go jump in the. Oh no, that's not the one we want. Let's go jump in the back here and have a bit of a look again at some of the scenery. Amazing, absolutely. There's a policeman or some sort of emergency vehicle travelling down the road just there.
And his name is John C.
How did we get there? Whoops, we're on the ground. Devirus57, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you've got any other further questions, please don't hesitate to shout out. Let's go ahead and go menu, activate leg, direct to zebra, enter, and nav. What's that do for us? Zephyr, GPS. No, we're good. We got nav there, heading, nav. I want to do direct to, enter. There we go. That's what we wanted to do. Okay, lights coming off above 10. Let's turn. No, that's wrong. We're switching that switch just there. There we go. Absolutely amazing. How you going, Milo? Okay, I see the passengers. The passengers cam is awesome. Next up, we need Sean reviews of the airline.
For some reason, it's not in VR.
Reviews of the airline. What airline? What are we talking about here, Tron? Your autopilot in the Coronado Beech 1900D.
Yeah.
Probably why it's not working.
It was working today.
Have you got your TCAS on there, Milo? Milo needs to stop taking off with his TCAS turned off. DJs, unlicensed, discount charter. Where 60% of the time we get you there every time. Look at this haze here, guys. This is really nice. Obviously, it's night time, so that haze, I guess, comes in a little bit, but it's still really, really nice. Milo's got his TCAS off. Hey, the Care2K, welcome to the stream, but I think that's where my webcam is. I'm pretty sure my webcam's just here, so hi everyone, welcome to the stream. You can fly. Well, the aircraft we were flying yesterday I was endorsed on, so that's always nice to fly an aircraft that you're endorsed on. Get a little bit more torque here. So there is no direct autopilot control of the engine on this one. So as we climb up and the air gets thinner, the torque does drop off, and you just want to keep upping the throttle just a little bit every now and again to keep that torque where you need it. Hey Milo, the problem is in the title, Caronado. I wasn't going to say that, Leroy, but I was thinking the exact same thing. The thing that screws me up in the G1000 here is I've told it to go direct Zephyr, and when I do that, I expect my magenta line to cross up here, and we fly down the line, not be offset here by a GPS error here of a cross-track error of about 4.7 miles. So if I go direct here, Zephyr is where we're going, Zephyr is where we're headed, and if I go ahead and activate you, I see the line move over to me a little bit here, so the line's moved up, but I would expect that this line here would have lined up as well, a bit like flying a localizer in the sky, but that's not the case. We'll see what happens when we get to Zephyr. About to fly over KDVT, that's my airport, KDVT, just there buddy, that's your airport, right there. Can we see it? Oh, we are high up. I think I do. It's just here. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's I'm at the end of a runway just here at the bottom at the corner of the screen here. I don't know if you guys can see it just here. So Tron's around this area, guys. If you want to go carpet bombing, it's just here. Yay, controller battery died. Oh, Milo, you're having one of those streams, buddy. You're having one of those streams. Okay, so we've climbed up through 17,000 feet here, and you can see now that the torque has dropped off as we continue to climb. We'll give it a little bit of a bump here, just very small. It is very, very sensitive. There we go. 97's great for us, and we're almost at transition. Now, if you want to hit me hard, Northmore, I'm closer to the giant lake you'll fly over before Zephyr. The giant lake. The giant lake. I'm not seeing a giant lake ahead of us. Well, I can't see anything ahead of us anyway. Okay, there's transition, so we're going to go standard on that and standard on you. The inertial separator is open. The engine is getting as much air as it possibly can. And we are still in heading. That's probably why we're in heading until we cross it. That's what we're doing. I understand the problem now. I understand the problem. Okay, so go direct to you. Now I'm in heading, so I want to turn and intercept the cross track, which is this line just here. So we're coming in on that now? Yeah, we are. So we're coming in on the cross-track error. So I'm still in heading because it hasn't activated nav just yet. And what I'm doing is by having a little, being in heading mode and by having it on a little bit of an angle here, we're going to close this cross-track error here. So you can see this counting down. 3.94 obviously. I can do a nice wide turn out to the left, but then we don't, we're cruising here. We don't want any of that. Hola amigo Robbie, hello buddy, welcome to the stream. I think my webcam is here, so hello, welcome to the stream. Getting nice and high now. up to 28,000 feet for us today. That torque has dropped away again, so we'll bring the torque in a little bit. You waved in the entirely wrong direction. That was amazing. Oh, no way, did I? Oh! Hi, everyone. Whoops. Hello. Alright, well, let me jump out of VR, guys, now that we're on our way. So I don't make any more of a cock up of things. Give me a second here, guys. So we wanted to go ahead and disable VR. There we go. Did you get a haircut? I did. I did get a haircut. Does it look alright? Got to keep, got to stay looking good for you guys. That one there. Can we get this one up as well? Can we fit these both on the screen at once? Oh, close to it. Close to it. So we're only 3 miles now on that cross-track error. Looking fresh. Thanks, Robbie. I appreciate it. Let's have a look outside, everyone. There's beautiful. Oh, that's loud. Look at this ortho, though. So good. There's the lake. Whoop. There goes our aeroplane. There's the Latron you were talking about, no doubt. Just there, that big guy just there. We can barely make him out with the haze. And I think that's the airport that we flew over. I can see my house. Well, are you down in there, Tron? Drop the bombs. Are you down over there? Alrighty, let's shift ourselves forward here. We'll give ourselves a little bit more torque here as we climb up. Give ourselves a little bump here. There we go. Alright, 2.4 miles on that cross-track error now. Alrighty, what do we feel like for some music tonight, guys? Are we feeling like it's kind of a chill stream? I'm feeling like it's kind of chill. I'm cool with not getting too excited. Let's get some music going here. Big band jazz? Maybe later. How's the volume here, guys? Are we hitting the mark with the volume? I would love to move to Australia, but Christmas wouldn't feel Christmas with 40-degree weather. Well, Robbie, trust me, I approve of this volume, of this too. Volume is great, okay. Or you just don't like the song and it's really low and you're like, that's cool, let's keep it low. Well, Robbie, I do assure you, you do get used to it as we go through the cloud just here. A bit of cloud up here, nice high cloud. So we have a dog leg that we need to fix up here. If we go to flight plan and zoom out, if we scroll through the plan here, we've got, what is it? It's DOMS, is it? Is DOMS the one that's all the way out here? No, it's not. Well, it is DOMS, but there's one before it. So perfume. So let's go ahead and get rid of you. Let's get rid of DOMS and clean up our route a little bit. That's better. We got rid of that dog leg now. Get rid of the flight plan. There's 28,000 feet coming up now. Oh wow, look at some of this cloud. Oh, the lovely contrails. happily enjoy my winters with 72 Fahrenheit, 22 Celsius weather and having doors and windows open. Rather than his Christmas with a barbecue and a swimming pool. Yeah, Robbie, that sounds like a perfect Christmas. That sounds like a really nice Christmas. You do get used to it though. You do get used to it. Okay, we're coming in on this cross track now. So we should join it here at Zephyr and then turn a little bit right. So we are in heading mode. GPS is on standby. Okay, we're at 28,000 feet, so the aircraft is going to accelerate now. With that acceleration, we just have to watch the torque, because the torque will creep up as the aircraft accelerates through the air faster. So we might give it a little bit of help here and bump things up a little bit. I think that's max power too. It is max power. He's moving to Brisbane soon. He's getting bored of working at Ayers Rock. Yeah, I'd be bored of working at Ayers Rock too. Brisbane's lovely. That's where I live. Brisbane is a very lovely city. It's great. Here we go. GPS track. It's going to get us on the track here. There we go. So Zephyr to Carlo, 17.8 nautical miles. So that's going to fix that cross-track error and then turn us right towards Carlo, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. So it's a bit unfortunate because this weather looks like it's at 28,000 feet. We did see this on the flight plan. We saw that we were going to fly into a little bit of crap or just a little bit of weather at cruise level. If I bring up the that's totally not what I wanted to bring up. If we look at the plan here, there you go. You can see here we're actually at 28,000 feet. It looks like this stuff has come down a little bit, and we are hitting this cloud a little bit earlier than we thought we would hit it on the plan. As I say that, we're now exiting it. Look how nice that cloud looks. It looks really good. Let's get that mic. Prepping for a flight from Atlanta to Amsterdam in the KLM 747. I do miss my 74. I've got a sweet spot in my heart for the 74. Oh wow! Look at this this mountain range coming up. It's amazing. So I am running X Vision, the impressive preset which comes with X Vision, and it looks really good. One of the things I've noticed is X Vision makes all the gauges a little bit sharper and a little bit crisper, but it makes the G1000 on the TBM really bright. You guys don't see the intensity of that map like I do. It's really quite bright. Oh, there we go, problem solved. I normally fly the 748, but the 74 is cool. Yeah, I guess it's the classic now, isn't it? Per se, almost, which is a real shame. The 74 is such a beautiful aircraft. It's such a pretty aircraft. I do wish we had some better long-haul jets in X-Plane 11, like the 777 and 74. Yeah, Tron, I do. There is a 777, but I believe it's nothing really special, which is a shame because, yeah, we really do need a long hauler. We really do. I think if PMDG really wanted to make a splash into X-Plane, don't bring the 7.3 to X-Plane. It's obviously I doubt that they would. I think they're redoing it, the next version. But bring your 777 or your 7.4 to X-Plane. You'll fill a gap in the market, and I think that's a no-brainer if it's technically feasible. Well, yeah, exactly right, Tron. Exactly right. Wow. So this is all fresh scenery for me. I didn't have Phoenix beforehand, so I've got it in this whole surrounding area. So it's all new terrain for me to fly over, which is really nice. I haven't seen it before. I'd 110% buy 110% PNGG 777 for X-Plane without a doubt. I'd try and, yeah, I'd pre-buy it months, a year out. Absolutely. Alrighty, so I am a little bit worried here from the sake of, if we go to flight plan here, we're just going to go ahead. That's not the wrong one, that's the wrong one. Clear. We're going to rotate around to this guy and hit enter on you. There we go, that's what we want. So we've got, it is a relatively short flight, only 5 minutes to go until top of descent. I've got to put the company route in the folder, time to restart the sim. Rip. You can't, Robbie, you can't, it doesn't read it. It doesn't, it can't read it. Like, you just can't paste it in. Because I know X-Plane, sometimes I've forgotten to do that when I'm flying the Zibo 7.3. I'm like, uh-oh. I go paste the route in or export the route in, and then I put the company route again, and it works. You sure you have to restart the sim? We're getting a wide body legend soon with the Rotate MD-11. Yeah, we are. Yeah. And what do we got here? Okay, 4 minutes and 35. So let's bring the altitude down now. We'll go down to about, the elevation of the field was 8,000. Are you sure, Tron, you got that right? 8,000 as the elevation? Because in the flight plan, I've got something different. I've got 4,000. 4,817. Did one of us get a little bit dyslexic here? Did I mix up my, no, that is wrong. K1 G4 info. I said 4825. Whoops. Yeah, that was my bad. Okay, that was me being dyslexic. Let's get rid of the flight plan here. Back system manual LFE. 4825, wasn't it? $4,825. That's looking better. Accept. Okay, that's making sense. Okay, so let's go down to about we'll just go down to 6,000 here. Give us enough to fly over 6,000, and VNAV is engaged. We're getting a nice turn curve here in the old. No, that's the one we want to be on. Dyslexia, my friend. Yeah, it is Tron. I can't get over the detail of this scenery. I'm wondering if we get some weather here from active sky. No. Oops. 122.8 should be the Unicom frequency we should be on. Don't tell anyone. Where's Milo? Is Milo still with us? Yeah, he is. Milo, what's going on? 122.025. I thought that would mean.
The old autopilot's not working.
Is that one working?
It's working today.
We're not getting anything through on active skies weather. What do we got here? So we've got a flight plan here, yeah. Conditions, no TAF available. What are we, briefing? Top of climb. Have we got ETA? Expected weather conditions. 100 at 3 hours, practically nothing. 3022. Alrighty, 3022. Let's go chuck that in. 30. Oh my god, my dyslexia. Is it 3022 or 3002? 3022. 3022. Oh my god. I have the worst memory. 3022. There we go. Alrighty, we've got the VNAV path falling down now, so we're going to start descending any second. I wish the default G1000 plane was in depth. 3022. Yeah, it's not too bad though, Robbie. I don't want to shit on it too much. There we go. There's our descent. So we'll bring the power back. It's not too bad. You definitely wouldn't want it any lighter than it is at the moment. So pretty. What do we got over here? Let's have a look over the window here. Does this work? Oh, this works when you're not in VR. The angle of attack. Let's have a look over here. So pretty. How long till you land? Storm, well, we're on descent now. I reckon we'll be down in about 10 or 15 minutes. So if you go to the toilet now and be really quick, you won't miss the landing. Speaking of which, guys, let me do that real quick. I'm just going to bug out and get a quick loo break here while we're on descent, and then I'll be back in a minute or so. A quick reminder though, if you haven't seen me before, hi, I'm DJ Sean. I'm a charity streamer. I do this to raise money and awareness for charity. 100% of everyone's donation does go through to charity. It's donated live on stream at the end of the month. I'll play a little video from our charity, which is Red Cross, and I'll see you all in just a sec. Okay, guys, welcome back. I did hear a little follow there. So Has Cool, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you got any questions or comments, please shout out. What are you doing, aeroplane? This aircraft is not following this very well. We might go flight plan here. What's next? We might go PGS and activate you. Menu, activate leg. Ooh, turn it in, baby, and down we descend. Oh, that's a strong turn. That's a really strong turn. Alright, what do we need here? 14, 14, okay, we're coming back on that vertical deviation now. Geez, it's not doing a real good job of following the flight, the GPS tonight. Yeah, what do we got here? Oh. Tron, shush. Let's go. That was a really vicious turn. Let's go direct PGS. There we go. Let's fix up that cross track, and that's sorted. Let's go clear on you. System, who do we have there? Stormer, thank you so much for the follow also, buddy. Welcome to the stream. Okay, so what do I want here? I wanted something from this menu. Map, topography, terrain, turning that back on, and we'll go back out. And what do we got here? All right, we are getting closer to it. I don't know what's going on with this flight director here, but we're headed to the right. We're headed in the right direction. That's all that matters. You'll better make sure you wear your seatbelts on or half, or you're gonna get real comfy with the other side. What? You'll better make sure your seatbelts on, or half of you are gonna get real comfy with the other half in this bank. So we should start to see parts of the Grand Canyon here. Oh yeah, there we go. There's the Grand Canyon out there. We were flying all around that in little Cessna 172s last night on stream. It was so much fun. Ground Point Niner, hey buddy, welcome. Did I hear you on Pilot Edge on Chili's stream? Were you controlling Chili tonight? I think I heard you. Whoa, hello. Hey. He's here. He's in. Hey, can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, I'm sorry, that was a little loud. Yeah.
Scared the crap out of me then, dude. Ground Point 9 is actually in the chat. Hey buddy, we're just coming into Grand Canyon West now. I'm through about 18,000. Got a couple of months of training till I get my license. Stormer will keep studying. Buddy's at your student license?
Having a look at the scenery in my TBM now.
We left Phoenix, buddy.
Yeah, I know. That's where I am now.
Ah, okay. Are you meeting us in Grand Canyon West?
I'll see how I go. I'm going direct. I'll see how long it's going to take.
You're going direct to Jackson Hole, are you?
No, I'll go direct to you guys. I'll see how fast I can get there.
Okay. Hi, Haskell. Hello, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I think, can we see the airport yet? It's going to be just here. It's going to be on the cliff face, which is really, really nice. Your private's pilot license, and the commercial afterwards. Oh, well, good. Congratulations. Well, I'll say congratulations when you come back and tell me you've got your license. But it is good. I hope you're enjoying it. I always enjoy the cross-country navs the most. Getting out of the training area finally. That was always good fun. Okay, so we need to change our barrow to 3022. There we go, 3022. We should probably jump back in VR as well. So let's go ahead and do that. So back to this amazing microphone. I have ordered a replacement too, by the way, guys. So don't stress too much that my microphone is garbage. It's going to be garbage forever, because it won't be. I promise. and bring you up just there. Alright, give me a sec to jump back into VR, guys, and I'll see you in just a sec. Okay, dokie, there we go. Have we got the stuff back in? No, we don't. Okay. Itchy nose. Get my my virtual hands back here, and back to move VR, and let's bring some stuff. Let's bring some people back into the chat. So move to VR. There we go. Bring you up a little bit so I can see you, and that's all we probably need for this one. And we'll bring you guys just there. Okay. I'm actually wondering, I'll close you guys just for a second, nothing personal. Let me just double check. I don't need the menu, I don't need the window that high. That's one of the things I'll fix now, and we'll just see. I'll just retry and this is where I left my car. There we go. Move VR. That's better. You're not so tall now. That's better. Oh, can I bring you bigger though? That's better. There we go. You're not so tall now that you block my window. I hate doing straights. I hate doing stalls. Oh, storm, that was the best part. That was one of the best parts. Spin recovery in a Cessna 150. That's where I did mine. I did spin recovery in a Cessna 150 Aerobat, and on a hot day, me and my fat instructor, yeah, let's just say it was a real struggle to get up high enough to do some stalls. I gotta run, mate. It's time for bed. Have a good rest of your flight. Don't total any more TBMs. Tron, thanks so much, buddy. I really appreciate you bugging out just before I'm gonna land. I'll remember it. Oh, it's alright, buddy. Go to bed, mate. We'll catch you real soon. Hopefully there's an airport out here. Hi, Mama, I'm on TV. Hey, Chuckson89, welcome to the stream. Okay, bring back the power a little bit. We do need to make sure that the table is in the stowed position for our landing, so let's get rid of you. There you go. Welcome. Okay, so we're just about to land in Grand Canyon West Airport, which I don't see at all. So we got the river up there on the right, yeah, and we follow him up, and he should be just on the edge of the cliff up here. He's just there. I'm not seeing any airport out there. In the news, TBM lands in desert, on road. Oh well, if there's no airport out here, we're going to do a Royal Flying Doctors here, and we're going to land on a road out here, and see how that goes. First time seeing someone using X-Plane in VR, looking amazing. Oh, thanks, buddy. It is amazing. This is an amazing part of the world to fly in just on a desktop, but to be in VR in a cockpit in the TBM 900, it really takes it to the next level. Fuck, where is this airport? So... no, we didn't even turn the weather radar on. No wonder we didn't see any bloody weather. What an idiot, Shauno. Alright. We'll just keep rock. We'll just keep doing our thing. Maybe it's over on this next area. So this oh guys, I see no airport. I see no airport out there. Does it feel like you're in the cockpit? Absolutely, Storm. There's been a few times actually, and I talk about it quite a bit. When you're under high workload, when I'm flying the 7-3 or something like that, in bad weather, and I'm up against it. So flying an aircraft is really designed for two people to fly, and you're flying it by yourself. You're in VR, so you're now grabbing knobs and knockers. You're actually
grabbing stuff with your hands and you're twisting knobs and you're trying to stay ahead of the aircraft. During all that, your brain goes, okay, I haven't got any time to remember that this is just VR or you're in a computer game. I've switched that part off now. You just focus on your job. And there's been a few times where I've been coming in way too hot into an arrival, or I'm about to execute a missed approach or go around, and my palms are sweaty, my breathing is heavy, and I'm thinking, what's next? And I'm like, oh, hang on a second. It's okay. I'm not flying this thing by myself for real. It's okay. A-Firm, this is the Oculus Rift. I think it's by far one of the better, the best ones you can get. It hasn't got the highest res of some of the ones out there, but I think overall it's the best package. Alright, so what we might do is we might just hold our altitude coming up here at 9,000. We'll hold at 9,000 here for a little bit, and we'll take a bit of a look here. I don't want to get too low into this. If we have an engine failure here, we're having a pretty bad day if we've got to go into that valley down there. So we'll keep flying here at about 9,000, flying along here, and we'll have a look for this airport out here. Leveling off, we'll wash off some of this high speed that we've got coming in here as well. And that's going to help us out. Might just give us a little bit more power here. Just getting a weather change with active sky. There we go.
What runway are you landing, Sean?
It's variable, mate, at 3 knots, so take your pick. I'll probably just overfly, get a sense of the airport. You're ahead of me, aren't you?
No.
I've already set up. There's an RNAV approach to 03.
There's no 03 at this airport, is there? Where are you going?
Going Grand Canyon?
Yeah, Grand Canyon West, mate. Grand Canyon West.
Hang on, which IKO? I thought it was KGCN.
No. K1 for something, isn't it, Milo? K1 what? K1 G4.
1G4.
Okay, changing flight plan.
That's what it is in Discord, mate. I said the airport. No need to worry, guys. We're going to make it. Oh, wow. Well, I can say, Leroy, moving at 230 knots is definitely faster than moving in the Cessnas we were last night. Wow. Absolutely amazing. I'm on the wrong side of the aircraft here. I should be over this side. There we go. Well, let's fix that. There we go. What a amazing part of the world. Yeah, I'm glad I held that descent. Actually, we didn't need to descend any more than that for this little bit.
What's your ETA, Sean?
Oh, mate, I'm a minute 52 until I'm over the top. What about you?
I've got 8 minutes.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Hey, Ground Point 9, are you still with us?
Yes, sir.
How are you, buddy? I haven't spoken to you for a little while. How you doing?
Not too bad. Just can't sleep all those nights.
True. Yep.
It's about 25 degrees below outside with the wind chill. So
wow.
fair.
Okay, there's our airport. Let's continue the descent. Actually, let's just hand fly it. So you're going to come off. We'll get rid of you. And let's go and bring the power back. So there's our lovely airport here. We are quite high, so let's do a bit of a nosedive here. So what we'll do is we'll do a little turn out here to the right. And we'll see if we can add a few track miles here. So we'll bring the aircraft around here to the left a little bit and try and square off this circuit here. So we'll go out here to the right. That looks about right.
K1 G4 does not exist in my GP.
1 Golf 4. Drop the K.
Bingo.
Yeah, just eliminate the kilo. It should show up.
I had that problem too.
There's our airport, guys. Look at that. Right on the cliff, almost. I'm glad it's Cav OK. We wouldn't be flying in here if it wasn't. Bit
Oh,
more
good.
power. Keep the descent
I'm
going.
27 minutes.
Yeah, copy. I'm just downwind now. Okay, gear down. We'll turn some lights on. Inertial separator coming on.
Yeah, I don't think I have time to fly to Jackson Hole. It's too late. Yeah, and it's been 1900 Ds too slow.
Oh, we're taking jets to Jackson Hole, mate.
It's still like an hour, isn't it?
An hour and a bit, yeah. Alright, let's get the turn
Yeah, there's
going.
no chance of Navigraph for this airport.
No, there's not, mate.
Oh, I guess I'll just have to harden up then.
I guess you will, just like last night.
What's the minimum altitude I can get away with?
I went to 28,000 feet. One stage
I'm
of
at
flap.
16, I reckon I'll be right.
Someone else is picking up the fuel bill, mate. Don't worry about it.
I'll let
Leroy,
Deb
can you
shit
give
out.
me the altitude of one Golf?
It's a bit odd
4?
coming in over here with seeing all
No,
how
because
high
it's
we
not in
are
Navigraph.
on the terrain. Yeah, it's not in Navigraph. How high you are above this terrain here, but how low you are against that terrain there. It's a bit. It's an
I'll
unusual
Google.
feeling. We're just doing a nice rounded, we're not very squared circuit here, but that's okay. Getting the terrain showing up on the terrain radar now. What do we got on the wind? Yeah, that's probably a good runway actually for us. This choice here. This is a good runway.
Yeah, not a
choice.
great place to lose an engine.
Terrain.
No,
ahead.
not at all. Oh, there's a terrain warning. Oh shit.
Terrain.
One stage of
ahead.
flap.
Terrain.
A little
Ahead.
bit of wind there over that. I probably should anticipate a little bit of wind there over that.
Terrain.
That just
ahead.
there.
Terrain. Ahead.
500.
I want to see a perfect landing. I'll make you a deal. A landing that we can
Terrain
walk away from.
ahead.
How about that?
According to Google, the elevation is 48.25.
A firm.
Terrain. Ahead.
This is amazing in VR.
Terrain.
Absolutely amazing.
Ahead. Terrain. Ahead.
Okay, so we've got 5 knots, or
Terrain
3 knots from
ahead.
the left.
Pull up. Pull up.
We're all
Pull
good.
up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up. Pull up.
Watching that
Pull
speed
up.
off. Watching that
Pull
speed
up.
off.
Airspeed.
Pull up.
There we go. Well, we touched down at -110. That's not too bad. Flight's coming up. Can we zoom in on this airport? Yeah, we can. Okay, we'll do a bit of a U-turn here. There's no need to go all the way down the end. So,
I can see it.
power up, let's get going. That Phoenix to the Grand Canyon is a really nice little flight. Are they chickens over there? No, they're rocks. I thought they were chickens. And off on Alpha 3. We'll bring the power back a little bit. Alright, let's clean her up. So strobe's coming off, lights coming off.
Runways 35 and 17.
Yeah, we came in from 17. Did we or 35? No, 35. Alright, we might go down here. What do we got here? We might go next to this guy. We'll go next to the King Air 200 here or something, I think. So you can go off, you can go off. You can go off, you can go off, you can go off. Keep turning, we don't want to run into an aeroplane. Okay, inertial separator, you can come open, and we're going to go into this one just here. Okay, that's good enough for us. On, get rid of the headset. Off, 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 off. I'll leave you on for now, and we are good shutting down.
Oh, you're already down.
Yeah, I'm down, mate.
But I'm about to fly over.
Off, 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 off. You're closed. You're off. Off. You're already off, off, off. Back and off. And off and shutting down. There we go. Welcome, everyone. We'll just get out here. There's the TBM. My clearly parking is not my forte. What the fuck? Or maybe he did a fucked up job too. Oh no, he did a way better job than I did. Hey buddy, you can't have your mobile phone on the tarmac. What an asshole. Such a beautiful, amazing looking little airport, little plane.
I can
Where's
see ya.
Milo? There he is. There's Milo overflying. I don't know if you guys can see him. He's overflying here. Alright guys, let me jump out of VR here, and we'll watch their landings. Oh, hello error. Hello.
Alrighty. So let's get rid of you. We'll go ahead and disable VR, and there we go. Beautiful. So Milo overflew us. Where did Milo go? There he is. There's Milo. He's looks like he's going to do the opposite approach to us. No, 1-7. We came in on 1-7. Yeah, I came in on 1-7. Let's get some music.
Oh, I think I'm doing 3-5.
Yeah, I firm you are, mate. Oh no! It ate your Nightbot ate your message there. How's cool because of all the exclamation marks. It's nothing personal, buddy. It just, we like proper Grammy here. No, I'm totally kidding. Sorry about that, buddy. But I appreciate you saying DJ Sean
furloughed air
rules.
traffic controllers, state workers are frustrated and nervous, quote unquote. How is that any different than any other day with their training in reality outside of the government?
Has that government shutdown affected ATC much?
What's that?
The government shutdown, has it affected ATC much in the States?
Oh yeah, no one's getting paid.
That's nuts. I'm
I
sorry.
have numerous friends right now that are not even, they're not fully certified. They're still, and they're still trainees, and they're not receiving a dime right.
I can't. I feel like it's a bit of an international embarrassment, that, to be honest with you, as someone observing your country.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't blame. I understand that thought process entirely. So yep.
So let's get.
Whatever you do, mate, just don't call him what your Dutch mate calls him on stream.
What? Milo's doing a nice wide circuit here, much like myself. A nice shallow turn onto
I was
finals
talking
here.
with AJ about this last time. He has a special name for the.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we won't mention that.
Starts with C.
Oh, okay. Yes, let's not.
Starts with Charlie.
Ends in
Charlie uniform. You fill in the rest.
And it ends in tango.
There's a term that I used to use over in China when I lived there, and it was like, "That's all right. We'll see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday."
Yeah, we have that as well. Here comes Milo doing his nice approach. Get my head out of the way here.
Hey Sean, I'm excited. I just ticked over 15 hours in the TBM.
Oh, nice, mate. Good job. How many more hours until you crash it?
We'll see. Could be very soon.
Looking like a nice approach here, Milo. I'm getting my dog scratching at the door here. I might have to let him in. You in VR, Milo? He's concentrating. That's why he's not talking to me. Nicely done.
Ah, yes, I'm in there.
Nicely done, buddy. That was really nice. Let me go get my dogs, guys. Give me 1 sec.
Not bad for a carinator.
Yeah, this isn't that bad.
Yeah, someone here was scratching at the door.
Well, I'm
Hey,
about
buddy.
8 minutes from top of the central in the interest of brevity.
Are you
I'll
scratching
top
at the
the
door?
dive.
Huh? What are you doing? You wanted to come and see Daddy, huh? This is my eldest pug, Charlie. Hey, buddy.
Oh, nice little pug there.
Are you ready? You ready? Hey, you gonna give Daddy a kiss? You gonna give Daddy a kiss or no? No kisses for Daddy. Daddy give you a kiss. He was scratching at the door, so I brought him in. And now you're going to be all camera
That is
shy.
so ending up on the stream highlights, you know that, Sean.
Gotta go, Bale. Come back soon. No worries, Storm. See you later, buddy. Thanks for popping in. I just tried track IR.
Don't be greedy, you already got 3 mentions this month.
I know.
And found it was hard to make a good landing with your head shaking. You know what I mean? I do, Chucks, and let me. I'll answer in just a second. Should we get your sister? Is your sister going to be more ready for the camera than you? Foodies? We go for walkies? Ready? Also, now you look at me when you want to go for walkies. Can I get a kiss? No kisses? Let me see if his sister's a little bit better.
Beautiful, super tropical night in Grand Forks, North Dakota, United States. 20 degrees Celsius below zero. Wind chill 31 below zero.
So here is Millie. Millie is Charlie's little sister. Are you a little sister?
And I'll tell you
Oh,
what we
big
are.
yawns. Meow meow. Oh, you give Daddy a kiss.
Pretty warm here.
In Sydney, it's hang on, I gotta work it out.
Are you in Sydney?
Meow meow. Meow meow.
Yeah, mate.
All right, let me go and get rid of her.
Whereabouts are you, Milo?
I think I just said I'll go and get rid of her, but that was sounded really, really bad. I totally apologise. I'm not going to get rid of her.
Southwest and Georges River.
Put her back outside. That's what I meant to
AJ,
say.
mate, it's I'll tell you, here in Sydney right now, it's 72 Fahrenheit.
Right, let's see. We're going to mute those guys here just for a second while they talk about the weather in the western part of Sydney. Chuckson, hey, 99 to live. 99 to life, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you've got any questions or comments, please don't hesitate to shout out. So Chuckson, it does take some getting used to. I originally bought it years and years ago now, better part of a decade ago, version 4, and since I've upgraded to the version 5, broken it numerous times. I've busted it. It's right here. But I really can't fly without it. I feel like I've got a broken neck if I can't move my head around the cockpit. It does take some getting used to, but persevere with it because it'll get to a point you'll cross that line, and it'll be perfect. You'll love it. So if I'm not flying in VR, I've got track IR typically on. Although X-Plane lately, with X-Planes just right-click mouse and just move it around like this. Chuck, so thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. X-Plane's mouse, where you can just move your mouse around like this with just right click, it's actually really handy and really fast. And if people are watching you, it stabilizes the camera for them. There's not too much going on. That's one of the problems with VR when I'm recording VR. You naturally move your head around when you're in VR, but when people are observing it like you guys, it does get a little bit disorientating and a little bit annoying. So that's when I'm in VR. I try and keep my head stable some of the time as best I can, but sometimes you just need to fling your head around like that when you're coming in for a visual approach in the TBM. You're kind of constantly checking to the left, looking at the runway, back to your gauges, to the left, back to your gauges. So yeah, it's a balancing game. It's a balancing act. Just taking a Dramamine, all good.
House Renault though. Jeez.
Does that mean you're leaving us, Ground Point 9? You gonna get some sleep? So we got one more coming in. We've got another TBM coming in. Leroy is going to land here. I'm just wondering if we should get ourselves ready in while we wait for him. What's your ETA, Leroy?
12 minutes to cross the runway.
Oh, cool. Okay. All right.
If you want to get started planning,
I'll do the flight plans and stuff.
On my land, I'll dump out and I'll be ready to go on that. Just post up the flight plan for the 7-3.
Sure, mate. Do you want me to bring your coffee to the aeroplane as well?
Yeah, just get Deb to do that and a scotch too, please.
Do you like some, fries and a burger with that?
It gets really bright here on stream now because of PFPX. If you haven't seen this before, this is PFPX, a professional flight planning tool that takes for flying virtually. It takes all the best parts of some of the real flight planning software that we use in the real world and incorporates it into a virtual tool that we can use for flying around. So what I'm going to do is our next flight is from where we are in Grand Canyon West up to Jackson Hole, and it's going to be a nice flight. I've got scenery, ortho scenery the whole way. We've got some nice custom airport over up in Jackson Hole. And the Jackson Hole, if you're not familiar with it, is situated down in a valley with some pretty high terrain either side of it. So looking forward to it. I do feel like the aircraft that we are choosing to fly up there, which is the 737-800, the Zibo 737-800, it's probably a little bit too big for the airport that we're at the moment. But that's okay. We don't shy away from a challenge at all. Oops, what am I doing? KJAC, that's the one. 1 hour 45 for this one. We're going to be in YFC, which is one of the brand new Virgin Australia 737-800s. Let's go ahead and we'll turn some weather on, jet streams, and let's have a little bit of a look at what that weather's doing. So that jet stream's moving north with the wind there. So what's the time now? 11:48. But so this is all happening on the 10th, so we don't have to worry about any of that. We are going to have some fairly smooth flying conditions, I think, for this flight plan. So let's go ahead and plan it now. What I might just do here is just adjust some of the window sizes here. There we go. That's probably a little bit easier. That way everyone can actually see what we're doing. There we go. Okay, so payload, we'll just do random payload. It'll just chuck a random weight in there. There you go. It's given us about a payload of a 17 ton, which is fine for this aircraft. I am going to chuck our Virgin Australia standard in there. Looking at the weather here, so no weather, you can't find any weather for the Grand Canyon West Airport. That's okay, we're here, we know what the weather is. Looking at Jackson Hole though, the wind is calm. Good visibility, 10 statute miles, a few clouds at 11,000 feet. It's minus 13. Dew point of minus 16 once we get there. No worries, Leroy, I can definitely do that for you. Altimeter 3028. It's looking pretty good otherwise. Looking at the forecast there, there's some rain coming in from that tomorrow. We don't need to worry about that. Okay, let's go find a route. That's looking pretty good. It's going to take us around the back there. That's going to be really nice. Let's find some. What I'll do is I will chuck some hold time. I'll chuck 30 minutes hold time on it should we need it, and let's go find some alternate airports here. I want to do all those direct. Let's have a quick look. Everything's green. Winds in the United States. There's some snow, but besides that, it's pretty good. We don't need to worry about any of that. Let's go compute the flight. I am in dive. Oops, I meant descent. So much for that 15 hours you got on the TBM there, Leroy. Okay, let's go ahead and print the flight plan now. So we'll export that guy. Actually, before I export him, but I'm going to cancel all that. I've never actually cancelled this. Oh, there we go. What flight plans it given? What flight level has it given us? 160, but it's actually given us 350 and 390. Okay, so 390. Let's print the flight plan. Go export that guy. There's our flight plan. Leroy wanted the route, so we'll go chuck the route in. There you go, Leroy. That's all for you, buddy. And we'll get rid of that and put that guy up there. Okay, so that's our plan done now. So what we'll do is we'll export our plan so we can use it in things like the Zibo 7.3, and we'll put our route into active sky. I'll also disconnect now off Squawk Box, actually. Yeah, we can't see Leroy, so we'll go ahead and disconnect now from Squawk Box. There we go. And this way we can now export our flight plan to VATSIM. And there's our flight plan. We want to change that. It's flight level 3. Flight level 390. Go. Follow flight plan. I think about you. Okay, so that's submitted. We've exported our plan. We've got our plan here. We can close PFPX now. Yes, we're going to quit. Okay, so what we're going to do now is I like to lock up the TBM. So we'll go to the payload manager. We'll go here. I like to fill it back up when I'm finished with it. It's just a nice thing I like to do, get in the aircraft. I know it's completely full. Static charges, we'll get the pitot covers on, and we'll put the tie downs on. We'll close the door and lock up the TBM. So the TBM will remember what you've done, and it will be in the exact same configuration next time we come back to the aircraft. Let's tell you how many hours we got on this one. 10.7 hours on this TBM. Leroy's got 15. All right, we'll close and restart the sim now. And unfortunately, there is it worked. There is a little driver conflict between NVIDIA drivers and the current version of X-Plane. When you go in and out of VR, sometimes you can't cleanly close X-Plane. It's a bug. Laminar say it's NVIDIA's problem. NVIDIA don't say anything. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. I think about you. It is really quiet in the chat, guys. Are you all just engaging lurk mode here? And we're going to start X-Plane again. Complete flight complete. No, that's not what we wanted to do. That's not what we wanted to do. We're going... Where are we flying to? We're flying from... I'll get Project Fly set up here. So we're going from K1, G4 to KJAC. So I'm just getting Project Fly all set up for us here, guys. And then we can go ahead and get into it. No, that's definitely not what we wanted to paste in there. We want to paste you. Go away. There we go, that one there. Dispatch. Flight. There we go. New flight, we are going to be in the 737-800 in Jackson Grand Canyon West. Gate 1, I think actually we might go ramp 16. I feel like that's probably going to be the easiest for us to try and get out because this aircraft is going to be very large here. We'll go ahead and start up the sim. Okay, while we wait for the sim to load, let's have a little bit of a look at the flight plan for today's flight. So we are operating Sierra Alpha Mike from Grand Canyon West to Jackson Hole. Excuse me. It's going to take an hour and 25 minutes with the wind requiring just under 4 tons of fuel. We are taking an 8-minute contingency. I've packed on an extra 30 minutes of fuel there because we are on VATSIM, and if Leroy or I get caught up with each other or Milo or something like that, we want to have a little bit of extra fuel so we can do a couple of holds there and allow some spacing to go through. We are carrying an alternate which is only 7 minutes away. We are carrying a fixed reserve there, which is fairly standard for this aircraft of 30 minutes. So all up we require about 7 tonne. It's actually a little bit less than that, but we're chucking on a little bit of taxi fuel. So on the ramp here we want about 7 tonne. Once we get over the top of our destination, we're going to have about an hour and 10 worth of holding fuel, a zero fuel weight of 59.5 tonnes. I'll just round up, and with that 7 tonne of motion lotion minus a little bit from taxi, we've got a blast off weight of 66.3, 4 kilograms over our max landing weight. So we will be underweight by the time we have to come back should we need to return. We'll just keep that in the back of our mind. We're going to burn off that 4 tonne like we spoke about. Excuse me, so we should be touching down in Jackson with about 62.4 tonne as our landing weight. We're going to flight level 390 today. It's just chucked in there because there's an altitude restriction here somewhere in the plan. So it is 390. Got a shear rate of 3. Anything greater than 6 means we'll have a few bumps in the cruise segment of our flight. The wind once we get up there is 216 degrees at 30 knots. We are carrying our alternate summary there with our primary alternate being this guy here. Don't ask me what KDIJ is, I have no idea. We can skip the contingency summary for now. This is the business end of the flight plan. You'll see me come back to this when it's time to configure up the aircraft for our departure, so I'll skip that for now. This is the actual flight plan. You'll see me refer to this a couple of times during the flight just to make sure that we are tracking to the fuel burn. It lists all the waypoints here, and we've got our fuel that we should have at every waypoint over on that right hand side. The alternate plan, which was just up here, and now we've got the weather. So we've gone through the weather. We know that the weather's pretty good for Jackson Hole. It's pretty good all up here. Idaho Falls, yeah, there's Idaho Falls. I know that place. So the weather's looking pretty good. If we look at our vertical profile, you can see here these are the climb restrictions here that we've got. We're going to be outside control airspace. We're just going to bust through those and go all the way straight up to flight level 390, and we should expect to go through a little bit of cloud as we get up through those upper levels there. And we'll probably just be under a layer there in the later part of the cruise. This is the flight plan. We're starting from the bottom of here. We're going with the wind. That's why the flight's pretty short, and it's blowing us all the way up to Jackson there, which is really, really nice. Okay, guys, that's the flight plan there. Let's go back now and get in the aircraft and get it powered up and get it rolling. So first thing we'll do is we'll jump back into Squawk Box here. It's the end of the world. We should see a Leroy here somewhere, hopefully. Leroy, you'd be close to us overhead now, wouldn't you?
Sorry?
You'd be close to overhead here. Oh, you're on finals, are you?
On finals now. Are you taking off from here? I thought you were taking off from KJCN.
No, mate, from here. Milo, you already left?
Okay, alright.
Milo's, it looks like he's like, screw you guys, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I have to.
Yeah, it's getting pretty late for you. That's cool. Oh yeah, there's Leroy. Leroy's coming in on finals in the TBM. If we zoom right out, you can see just a little some white lights here for the TBM coming down finals. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll get the aircraft loaded first, and then we'll go through the rest of it. So we've got a 0 fuel at 59. So let's just chuck, we'll just chuck 18 on there and chuck 59. That's what we wanted, 59.5, 59, yeah, 59.5. So 18. That was a pretty good guess. 18.1, 59.5. 7 ton on board the aircraft. Beautiful. Okay, let's go ahead and get the aircraft powered up. I don't know if the music's doing us any justice here, guys. If you'd like it, let me know. Everyone's really quiet in the chat. 23 people watching, and you've all engaged lurk mode. That's cool, as long as you're enjoying it. Okay, so the battery's on. We've armed the exit lights, and we'll go ahead now and start the APU. As we see Leroy in the TBM, here he comes. Oops, that was a Leroy, that felt firm.
Yeah, I'll take that.
Are you flying in VR, Leroy?
Cut the corner a bit.
Are you flying in VR, Leroy?
No, that time set up.
Ah, cool. Okay. It's interesting. We didn't get an APU start.
Shit, you look big in this TBM.
Mate, we look big.
Mate.
We are huge at this airport.
Friggin' big, mate.
We are huge.
I can know, mate. You're taking up the whole parking. I'll see if I can fit underneath the back here.
Do you want to come in under my wing, mate? It's interesting. We're not getting the APU started.
Nah, I'm not gonna fit. I'll see how I go.
This is the latest version of the Zibo 737. That's really interesting. We don't have to have a fuel pump on, do we? We'll recycle that. We might just recycle. We'll just go turn you up.
There you go. I'm actually parked underneath you right now. Have a look.
Don't dent my aeroplane. What's going on here? Okay, we might recycle. We'll power cycle the aircraft here and just see what's going on. So turn you off. We want you to off. Interesting that oh, there's Leroy. Interesting that we're not getting any ground services. Have we got? That's a GPU. We haven't got an air start unit for this aircraft. I'm just wondering if we've got a broken APU. Let's go ahead and power it back on again. Kill the lights. We'll turn a fuel pump on. Wait till the low oil pressure light, and then we press and hold 1 potato, 2 potato, 3, and release. And we should have this guy firing up. Can we hear it outside? I can't hear anything. This is new. Let's go back to this menu here. Let's just check customize failures. I'm not seeing anything that's failed. Engines, have we got APU failures? Systems, world, no. Fix all systems, apply changes. Oh, there we go. We have an APU. Okay, so we had an APU failure, which is fine. I can deal with the APU fire if we have a ground start unit. If we don't have a ground start unit, we've got no air pressure to kick over the engines, and then we just do a cross valve start where we'd use the pneumatic air out of the right engine to send it across to the left engine and thrust up the left, get the left engine turning. with the pneumatic area off the right. But if you don't have you have to have a ground start unit to get that process started. Hey Rocket, welcome to the stream, buddy. Hello. We were just getting a little bit concerned. We thought we had a broken APU here, but no, we are good. You there. We just did a flight rocket from Phoenix to the Grand Canyon West Airport here in the Grand Canyon, and I've got to say it was a great flight. You pressurize the hydraulics. I'll show you. We are a bit like a big fish in a very small pond here. So you see, there's a lot of little GA aircraft and all that sort of stuff here at the Grand Canyon. But if you look down, can you spot what doesn't belong here? I don't. It's going to be an interesting departure here because this runway is short. It is really short. We're going to do a flaps 15 departure. Packs off. We're going to do it all. How'd you land? We're actually flying the TBM 900 in here. We flew the TBM 900 in. So now we're going to fly the 73 from here in Grand Canyon West up to Jackson Hole. Still haven't got the hydraulic pressure yet to get that guy on. Let's go up here. Yes, a Virgin Australia in the US. Well, we buy them. Hey, Marcus, we buy them. We buy them from the States. We get them. So yeah, we're just doing a little bit of a scenic tour on a delivery flight back to Australia. Love the flight to Jackson Hole. Yeah, it's going to be a good flight. I'm looking forward to it. The last time I flew into Jackson Hole was during World Flight, where I was flying around the world for charity, and that's where I realised that X-Plane models contaminated runways. Let's just say while clenching our butt cheeks, we utilised 100% of that runway to stop. How does the resolution feel in Oculus? Does it come close to 1080? Maybe 720? There, Chuckson, but you quickly forget the resolution when you're in there. Not from Grand Canyon. I don't know. This is going to be really tight getting out of here. I can feel it already. Okay, let's go down here. And we'll get the IRS warmed up. So position, hopefully the nav database has this airport. Actually, we might just get some lights on here a little bit. So we are in Kilo 1 Golf 4. Kilo 1 Golf 4. Yeah, that's the one. Let's do 1 Golf 4. Oh shit.
Do you know which ramp you picked?
The ramp 1? No, ramp 2, the one that's closest to the runway.
I'm just going to pick GA medium.
Okay. Shit, we may not have this in the. We don't have this in the. We don't have. Oh no, we may not be able to take off because we're not going to have the airport. I'm about midday. Crap. We don't have the airport and Navigraph database.
No, it won't be. No, we'll have to just do a manual departure.
No, we won't get any performance information then. We might have to just chuck KGCN into it. Damn it,
my MCDU had
KJAC.
Kilo 1. I came out as Kilo 1 Golf Mike.
So we're going from K. So we might be able to get away with this K1 4G to KJAC. Hopefully this loads KJAC 1. Nah, that's not going to do it. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to improvise because that's what we do. Let's go system menu. No, we don't want to do this through Move VR. We want to use AviTab. AviTab, charts, plans. We are going from K1, we're going to that one. So this is our flight plan here. Let's, this guy just here. There's our route. Okay, so we're going to go direct to PGS. So we're gonna work this out. We're gonna be able to pull this off, I reckon. So we're gonna go PGS. So we're gonna go here. We're gonna go Papa Golf Sierra. Charles de Gaulle. No, it's not gonna be Charles de Gaulle. It's gonna be that one. Charles de Gaulle's over in Paris, isn't it? Let's go activate execute you. Have we got any? Have we got?
Yeah, Paris.
That didn't work too well. Hopefully this works for us. So route direct to PGS, which we should have. Okay, so let's go Victor 235 to execute legs. There we go. We got legs now. Perfect. That's looking better. So PGS, KGC into PGS. Okay, that's cool. Okay, we don't want to go to PGS. We want to go execute. That makes perfect sense. Okay. Oh, did it delete all of it? Did it? No, it didn't. It just doesn't put it in there. Okay, Victor 21. Victor 21 to Beryl. Beryl. Thanks, Beryl. From Beryl, it's J107 Airways. So we're connecting airways to waypoints here, if you weren't sure what we were doing. MLF. From MLF, it's J9 Airways to FFU. I mean, FFU. And then it's J202 to Odus. J202 to Odus. UCE. And then it's direct to BPI, and then from BPI it's V328 to JAC, V328 to JAC, and execute. Here we go. So we've got our route in now, which is really good. That's exactly what we wanted to do. The departure, we're going to have to put a departure in any runway. It doesn't matter. And performance initialization. So we're going to go across here now. So the zero fuel weight is 59.5. We've got reserves for this flight of 1.6. We've got a cost index of 20 for the flight. We are up to flight level 390. The cruise wind, once we get up there, is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be 3927788277 and 82. It's definitely going to be more than what the plan's given us. My God, I have no idea what you're doing. Rage King 3. Well, Rage King, we're configuring the 737's flight management computer for our departure. Basically, we're telling it how heavy we are, how much fuel we've got, when do you when do you put on the low fuel light, basically, how rich to run the flight, so how much power to give us, how high to go, and what are the conditions once we get up there. And we've got an outside temperature of just negative 13 degrees. Transition altitude in the States of 18,000. So we are going to do no derate out of this place whatsoever. It's going to be a flaps 15 departure, and there are our speed. So 3.91 on the trim. Looking at the trim wheel here, we'll keep rotating it till we get to about 3.9. Yeah, it's probably closer enough. Flips 15. Yep, flips 15. Flip them all off. Cruise 0.78 for us and the cruise. That's the standard for the airline. For the descent, it's 0.78 for our profile. No. I should have clicked then that it won't work. It doesn't have K1G4 there. So I'm going from, I put in the FMC from KGCN, but obviously not taken off from KGCN. Cool, thanks for explaining. No, Rage King, if you've got any questions about any of this, let me know. That's the one we want. Execute there. About midday. Okay, going to land. Well, it's not giving us a weight yet. That's okay, because it's probably having some trouble trying to work it out because we're not at the airport. We're telling the computer we're at the airport at. That's okay. That's no big problem. Okay, we can get rid of the chart now. So the heading of our airport, of our runway, I've got no charts for this place. I think it's 350, so we're just going to chuck that in. So 144 for our climb out speed. So 144. Flight directors on my side is master, yours is slave. Heading 35. No, we want 170. I came in on runway 17. So we'll go heading 17. We'll go up to. We'll just go to 12,000 for now. That'll give us enough. Heading select, we'll go RTO on you. Down here, that's all good. Okay, so that's probably 3.8 all we need to do. So we'll go ahead now and I'll do the pre-flight checklist. So we'll go down here. Oxygen tested on my side. Come over here. We test the oxygen on your side. Coming over here, we're going to do a fire drill test. So a test on the that left system, the right system. Do a cargo fire test. That's good. Check the lights. That's good there. Do a TCAS test here. So you're going to hear the TCAS telling us to do some stuff now. Do a lights test, light the aircraft up like a Christmas tree. All the lights come on, we just check that everything's lit up like it should be. That's all looking really good. We're doing all this, what's the point of a co-pilot? Well, that's true, Rage. We would be splitting these actions, or I'd be doing this and the co-pilot would be doing the walk around, doing the physical inspection of the aircraft.
Maintain vertical speed. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Okay, the TCAS test has passed. The next check we're going to do is just check all the circuit breakers down the back of the seats here. Make sure that none of them are popped. There's nothing that's popped on that side. Empty aircraft. We'll close the door. We don't need to see it. Check on this side here. And they're all good down there. Looking down here.
Right over the other side of the airport to you.
Copy. Checking the manual gear extension handles here, so they're all in the locked position for us. Coming back over to the overhead panel here, and checking the here. So the first stall warning indicator. We should see the stick shaker on my side shaking, which we do. The stick shaker on your side. We should see this shaking on this side now when I click the button. We do. We can see that shaking away. Do you work for any Navy? I do, Marcus AFM. I work for one of the biggest airlines in the country. Okay, flight recorder check. Light should extinguish, which it does. Comes back on. And a quick check of the overspeed. One last light check confirmed. 3 green matches the 3 green we see on the dash. That's the pre-flight actions completed. We'll go ahead, grab a checklist now. So bringing this over, this guy just here. The pre-flight checklist. This is the one we want to do first. So we've tested the oxygen on both sides 100%. The navigation transfer and display switches, that's these guys up here. They're all normal and auto. The window heat, that's the 4 switches up the back here. Those are the 4 green switches you can see in the down position. They're all on. The pressurization mode selector, he's over here in the corner. He's in auto, and we've set our flight cruise altitude of 39,000 feet. The flight instruments, so we want to do a couple of things here. We want to switch over to inches here, and if we can go ahead and get no, it's not going to be in the database, I don't think. We'll see anyway.
Kilo India Golf Mike airport information whiskey 1155 Zulu weather wind 107 at 3 visibility 10 sky
That's
clear
true, Marcus,
temperature 6 dew point -4 altimeter 3020 advise on initial contact you have information whiskey Kilo India Golf Mike
shush 3020 3020. There we go. What are you saying? What Grand Point? What are you saying? Pretty good for DJ Sean's first day. He did stay at the Holiday Inn Express last night, however. I keep flicking switches here when I'm using my mouse wheel. Okay, so the flight instruments. So we've got heading 174 on my side, heading 174 on your side. We've got QNH, or sorry, altimeter 3020 on my side, 3020 on the standby, and if we zoom all the way in, 3020 on your side. If we look here at the parking brake is set and the engine start levers are cut off. That's the pre-flight checklist complete. Okay, what else have we got? What do you work? So I'm one of the IT managers. I'm one of their operations managers there. So I look after, or my team and I look after all the airports that we fly into, corporate and executive support mobility for the airline. I don't know, we use those accents on the automated weather. Gotta be inclusive here. The US though these days, everyone is accepted. Okay guys, well let's go ahead and do a departure briefing now. So this is going to be really straightforward and easy. They're normally quite in-depth and thorough. So we are a big fish in a very small pond here at this airport. There's no way in real life a 737 would ever depart from here, but I wanted to try something a little bit different. So here we are, and this is what we've got. So we have no charts for this airport, but it's going to be a very... Yes? You can't get through there. There's a wing there. You can't get through. There's a wing. You can't do it. Go do a U-turn. So we're going to do a hard left-hand turn here and then taxi out to the runway where we're blasting off runway 17. It is going to be a left-hand seat takeoff. It's going to be a packs off, flaps 15, no D-rate takeoff. So this thing's going to be an absolute rocket. Well, fair play. Just ask our good friends Donald in the house that happen to be white in colour. He's helping things along nicely. Milo had no problems with the A319, so we're obviously a little bit bigger and a little bit heavier and a little bit more manly than the A319. But we should have no problems getting off. Okay, so we're going to fly runway heading up to 12,000 feet. Our V-speeds are just here. So guys, you are my virtual FOs. So from 0 through to 80 knots, when we get on that runway, if you see anything you don't like, shout it out on the stream. I'll review it and make a decision about what we do. From 80 knots through to V1, I'm only going to abort for an engine failure or loss of control of the aircraft. From V1, we'll take the problem into the sky. For those of you that were with me during the flight plan review, you'll know that we're 4 kilos, just 4 wee little kilos over our max landing weight. By the time we taxi out and blast off, we'll be under our max landing weight. We don't have to stay up there and burn off fuel if we've got a pretty serious problem. We'll just come back and land. No charts for the landing either. It's all going to be VFR, so we'll be using the autopilot as best as I can to alleviate some of the workload, and we'll just do a visual circuit and land on whatever runway that we want. It is fairly... the wind is next to nothing here. That's what I'm trying to say. Beyond that, nothing else is wrong with the aircraft that means we need to depart it any differently. I'll have the TCAS on my the terrain on my side. It's not much of an issue at this level, but should we find ourselves down in the gully, we're probably having a pretty rough day, and we treat any terrain warning with the respect it deserves. Okay, well that's time to get going now. So what I'm going to do is time to jump into VR and we'll get flying.
Mate, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, cool, buddy. So am I. I'm just going to jump into VR. Give me a sec.
Have you started yet?
Have I what? No, I'm starting now.
Alright, I'll do a pushback and start now too.
Okay, so switch mics. We'll go ahead and jump into VR. Where did I put my hands? I always put my hands down here. I should just rest them on my table. There we go. Alrighty, VR, enable VR, close you, we'll leave you, and there we go. That's not what I wanted, that's what I wanted. So the screen's gone black, don't worry about it, that's perfectly normal. Okay, where are my hands? There they are. There we go. Welcome back to the 7.3. I love the 7.3 in VR. It's such a nice aircraft in VR. Okay, what do we want? We want some Move VR, please, sir. We want a system window. We want Twitch chat, and we're going to make it the best and bring it into VR. And that's all we want from you. Here we go. Let's bring you up, make you nice and big. We don't need you, so let's get rid of you, and let's chuck you guys. Oh, look at that. Let's chuck you guys just there. How about that? Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm not actually very political being out of the US. Just feel the frustration from the aviation side of things, particularly ATC. Got a lot of friends in real life training that have been suffering significantly without a paycheck. Oh, Ground Point 9, absolutely, buddy. Don't need to apologise here, mate. Absolutely. You're good, you're on. Okay. Before start, checklist please, kind sir. So we've got 7 ton or just under. We've got 8 ton. What do I need in the plan? 7 ton? I thought we needed 7 ton in the plan. Sorry guys, let me just get the plan up here real quick. What did we want? Ramp, 7 ton. Why have they got 8 ton on? This is why you do the checks. We would have been a ton overweight there. So we probably... Can I need to pull you out just there for a second? We want you, we want 7 ton. 7 ton, 59.5, that's bang, that's right, there we go.
Which is your fuel at 59? I think I got 54.
7 ton, that's right. If we need anything in the centre, no, nothing in the centre tank. We'll turn you off there. Okay, 7 ton as per the plan, and the pumps are on. There's nothing in the centre tank, so we don't need to worry about you. Passenger signs are both on. The windows are locked my side and locked on your side. The MCP, we've got V2 of 144 climbing out on heading 170 and 12,000 feet. We've got a takeoff speeds of V1 of 137, rotate 138, and our climb out speed 144. 144. The CDU pre-flight is now complete. Have we got some green screen happening there a little bit. I have to apologise about that, guys. My green screen isn't very good. So that's the CDU pre-flight completed. Bring you back here. The trim is free and 0. The taxi and takeoff briefing has been completed. To the line, the flight deck door is closed and locked, and the anti-collision light is now on. Okay, let's get going. Close you. We can... I don't know why Avitab every now and again loses its little top bar, so I can't close you. Okay, so we've got the APU on, so packs are coming off. First start of the day, starting 2. Are you Melbourne based, Rachel? No, I'm in Brizzy, mate. I used to live in Melbourne up until about 4 or 5 years, 5 years ago? 5 years ago. Now Brizzy based, now a Queenslander. 24, fuel coming in. Todd 157 nautical miles, no worries. Leroy, come up this way, mate. We're going to depart off 17.
Just letting you know, my scenery in Prepared sucks. I don't even have taxiway, so you'll just have to forgive my crap effort.
Yeah, no worries, buddy. Start a cutout. So we're looking for 20 on N1 there. Whoa, your green screen is failing, mate. Oh, is it really? Oh, 1 second, guys. Sorry. Now, let me see if I can fix this green screen again. Cam filters. So you're going to see my lovely green screen here for a second, guys, in all its glory. There we go. Let's go ahead and get rid of you.
And his name is John C.
Did that work? Is it fixed now? Let me know how that goes. Hello, Rage King, and that name's a bit hard. Finn, is it Finn Vetcher? Finn Vetcher? It's a bit hard to read in VR. Thank you so much to both of you for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Okay, that's 2400s and 60s. That's a good start on 2. Let's start 1. 22:30 in Brizzy. Yeah, it's about 10:30. Okay, so we're looking for 24 and 2. There's 24. In comes
I'm
the
just
fuel.
going to taxi using the runway because it's the only thing I can see.
Yeah, mate, no dramas. I'll follow you out. Heading 170, and then we'll do some right-hand turns to get on track.
No worries.
Okay, start a cutout.
Well, you know. Cheers.
Was that you, Ground Point Niner?
Yep.
What did you say? I missed it.
I said, well, you know, cheers.
Okay, I don't get it.
What are you partaking in tonight, mate?
Start good start, flaps 5, control check.
Zambuca.
Wow, getting into the hard stuff.
Rudder right.
Well, it's that time of
Center,
morning.
Rudder left. Center.
Suppose where
Okay.
you are, you need something to warm everything up.
So that's there. Going down here. You're on down here. Down here. Yes, down.
Sean, I'm scared. I've never done a flaps 15 departure before. This
Take
is
your packs
disturbing.
off. Turn your packs off as well. Flaps 15 packs off.
I only got a V rotated 121, but I've got about 4 tons less.
You are good and you are good. Dumb question, but where are you flying from and to again? Ooh, did I activate the plan? I did. Okay, good. We're flying, you should see up at the top left, we're flying from here in the Grand Canyon. There's another Virgin 7-3, Grand Canyon West Airfield up to Jackson Hole. Flaps 15, AFM, flaps 15, short field with this one. Okay, so before taxi checklist, generators are on, the probe heat is on, the anti-ice is not required, the isolation valve is on auto, the engine start switches for this aircraft are auto, the recall's been checked, the RTO, the auto brakes are RTO, the engine start levers are idle detent, the flight controls are checked and dispatch clearance is checked. We are good to go. Taxi light on and APU off. I am clear to the left and I am gonna wipe out that King Air to the right. Let's get going. I did a flaps 1. You're a little bit lighter than us, Milo, and yet that's not a 1 degree flap, that's I'm totally gonna take the top of that King Air out. Don't hit my winglet. Don't break my aeroplane, Sean. Oh, that's a tight taxiway just there.
Seems like an appropriate ramp for, yeah, Boeing 7.
Oh, this is the only one that looked anywhere decent.
Pretty sure the weight restrictions this airport would
Don't bring facts into the story. There we go, straight ahead, and we're going to be around to the right. Go nice and wide. That's it. And then wide again here.
What's your zero fuel weight?
59.4.
Oh, 56.3.
You're in a 120-seater aircraft. I'm in a 185-seater aircraft, Milo.
Hey, it's not a competition, jeez.
Mate, size matters, okay? Okay, the cabin is ready in the back because there's no guests on board. The before takeoff checklist is flaps
Compensating for something.
are 15. My correction, flaps are now 15. That's why we do the checklist. Flaps 15. Stabilizer trim is 3.9 units set. Before takeoff checklist complete. Does the sim ever give you like failures or jams that make you do emergency landings? Absolutely, Rage. And we actually had a failure here tonight. We lost the APU, but Zibo hasn't. The guys that makes this aircraft haven't put a ground start unit in it, so you've got no way of starting the aircraft. So I had to clear the failure. I couldn't fly with the failure because you can. The 7.3 can fly with a dud APU. That's fine. It's not a grounding problem. But unfortunately, without a ground start unit, it is an X-plane. Okay, mate, I'm ready to go.
I'm the guinea pig, am I?
Well, yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna do it. Here goes nothing.
Good luck, we're all counting on you. Oh, this is a tight taxiway.
Here I go.
Okay,
Ooh,
we
100%
are clear on
liking
the
it.
left. We're going to get going. So double ding the
Leroy,
crew.
have you ever been to a Turkish prison camp?
That's going to work. There goes Leroy.
I think I can. Oh, I'm up. Whew.
He's up. Okay, so what do we got here? Whoops. MCP transmitters.
Yeah, exactly. Leroy Jenkins.
Yeah, his real name's not even Leroy, he just does it for that.
At least he's got chicken.
That's the worst lineup ever. Let's get going. Yeah, he is, Rage. He just took off in front of us. If we look at the TCAS, you can see that's him just there. We have got one out over the gorge at the moment. There's one over here. There's someone over there at 10,000 feet above us. Okay, final checks. Landing lights are on. Anti-collision light and strobes are on. We'll just get a little bit of light here. You're on. You're on. You're on. All right, let's get going, guys. Don't forget the packs. Shit. Yes, left and right packs. There we go, Marcus. That's what we have FOs for. Thank you so much, sir. All right, up to 40%. Let's go. Watching both the engines coming up together. They have. Punching it. Brakes released. Takeoff thrust set. Airspeed's alive.
knots.
Checked. Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight.
E1, rotate.
Oh, we're off. Oh, lift your bum off the seat.
What are you watching?
Gear up. Fuck. That was, I lifted my bum off the seat.
I think you took out a few aerials on the way through.
And one. No, we want level change. Give us that. Have you turned, Leroy?
I'm just tracking straight 170. I haven't altered the course yet.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm turning. See ya.
1000.
You heading to Papa Golf Sierra?
No, negative. The other one, Triple M or something.
Copy. I'll go direct.
Molman Mesa. Yeah.
Jeebus. I think I booed myself a little bit that takeoff.
Yeah, Mormon Mesa.
What's going on there? 99 to life. Oh, it's, yeah. Keep the turn going. Yeah, I'm glad that was a PAX.
If you guys don't mind, I'm gonna have a little sip of Zambuca for that takeoff. That was impressively.
Sip away, mate.
Yeah, mate. Don't wait for us. Go for it. Oh, that was.
What's your planned altitude?
39,000 feet.
Copy, on the same.
Okay, clear you. We're going to have enough fuel, don't worry about it. Direct to MM, execute. LNAV, follow the flight director. There's flaps 5. I'm so glad we did PAX off flaps 15 departure. Bug the flaps up.
Alright, if you turn to Triple M, that should have put you on course. You're ahead of me.
Flaps up. We'll go autopilot, VNav. Ooh, easy aeroplane. Oh yeah, we need to engage Command A. You're not going to fly if I don't engage Command A. Okay, so gear is off. You're off. You're in climb. Off. After takeoff checklist, please. After takeoff checklist, engine bleeds are on. The packs are auto. The landing gear is up and off, and the flaps are up. No lights. That's the after takeoff checklist complete. Let's go to the other seat here and have a bit of a gander. Is this X-Plane 11 better than Flight Sim? Absolutely, Rage, absolutely. This is the X-Plane 11. I've got a story for everyone when you get to a non-sterile cockpit mode about short field stuff, okay? Let's go up to 3.9. Uh, 3.9 is set. Let's double check here, we've got 3.9, we've got progress. That's really interesting. So this is the brand new version of the Zibo 737 with the experimental flight model. And it's saying we're going to land with half a ton in Jackson. We'll get up to cruise and we'll reassess that. That's not accurate. Okay, landing lights off under 10. Wow-wee. Wow. Cheers, buddy. I'm actually on call tonight, so I can't have any drinks, unfortunately. But tomorrow night I'm off call. So wow, look at those clouds. If you looked at that quickly, you could almost think that was a towering thunderstorm. We might go terrain off and weather radar on now. To the Queen, to the Donald. Wrong country, sorry. We support the Queen, apparently. Okay, fasten seatbelt signs are off. We established on LNAV, VNAV speed up to 39,000 feet. Okay. Let's go down the back real quick. We'll just have a little bit of a look here down the back.
What's your wind doing?
I can't tell, mate. I'm in the cabin. There's no wind sensor here in 3 Foxtrot. I left the chat up in the cockpit. The chat is just over there. Can I get it? No. All right, we'll have to go. Oh wow. This is kind of cool. I still love it. How long is this flight? Rage, this flight's about an hour. It'll be about an hour and 20. Man, he's a fun guy in person. I haven't met him. He looks alright. He doesn't look like a... Oh, whoops. I'm meant to be facing this way.
I think we're a bit too tight. When you get up in the
Transition.
cruise, I assume you'll go decimal 81. I'll wait a bit.
Oh, okay. I'll go 0.81 on the crew. Let me get up there first, mate. I'm getting some fairly worrying numbers for the fuel calculation for Jackson. How much fuel did you take, Leroy?
Hang on a second. Ramp fuel was 5.4 tons.
Oh, I took 7 tons. You're in a 737-800, aren't you?
Correct.
Oh yeah, okay. Well, I should be fine.
What was your zero fuel weight?
59.4.
48.8 for me.
Oh, you were empty. What on your progress page? What's it telling you you're going to land at Jackson at?
KJAC 2.2.
Well, I've got 0.5. So there's obviously something going on there. Oh, it's alright, we'll continue to monitor it. I'm going to leave it at 0.78, mate, until I get into the cruise for a couple of minutes and just let that fuel recalculate before I got to 8.1.
Nice to do some in-flight refueling, mate.
Just looking at this. We're not going to outclimb it, obviously. I'm just wondering, we've got nothing on the weather radar here, so we've got the weather radar on. And there's nothing showing up on the weather radar. We should be right. Do you enjoy fighter jet sims? Yeah, buddy. We fly DCS, not as often as we used to, but definitely getting back into DCS. Love the DCS, love my Hornet and love my Harrier. I see you got rid of the text to speech. Good idea. Oh yeah, Rocket. I've got this Move VR, which is really, really handy. So I don't need it just yet, Rocket. Not just yet. Look at that cloud shadow on the terrain under that cloud there. It looks amazing. Alright, that's the end of the sterile cockpit, guys. Let me come out of VR now that we're established well and truly into the climb. And I'll see you all in
According to me
just
at the moment in active sky, there's zero wind in Jackson.
I love how Leroy starts talking to me just as I want to get out of VR.
Sorry.
I can't win with this green screen, can I? All right, let's bring the green screen back here, and let's customize. Oh yeah, this
so
mic.
you can use that mic when you're in VR.
Oh yeah, no, there's not. Unfortunately, that's better. There we go. Green screen behave for like 5 minutes, please. Yeah, this microphone kicks ass. I have got another microphone. I've got a professional lapel mic ordered, and I'm gonna when I get my Oculus back, I'm going to hot glue that into the Oculus, and that should solve all the problems, guys. Yeah, this little mic here, this headset's like 4 years old, and this mic's been in food, in beer, many other places. Oh dear.
No, I said I had a story.
Yes.
I try to keep it as short as possible. I just had a story if you have the time to share it.
Yeah, go ahead. Or forever hold your peace.
Right. So, I was in China. I lived over there with my father for a little while, Shenzhen, a little bit north of Hong Kong. My dad had a sports bar and restaurant over there, American citizen sports bar and restaurant. We had a lot of pilots and stuff that used to frequent this place. A lot of FedEx, UPS guys used to come into Shenzhen, a lot of Cathay Pacific and stuff in Hong Kong, and they would all come up and stuff and visit. So anyways, I was going through flight training, personally speaking, at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in Daytona Beach, Florida. And I was out there visiting my dad. And I don't know, I sat down with a group of pilots that were kind of at a table I was introduced to just through a couple of friends with my dad and stuff. It was like 5, 6 people at the table. We were talking about like short field landings and stuff, so you just do your little short field takeoff there and stuff. Anyway, so keeping this as brief as I can. Anyways, like I shared like just a landing I had or something with the Cessna 172, so just the trainer aircraft that I was flying. Is the short field landing and stuff, and I was just like, I really struggled with it. And this British guy piped up, who was sitting at the table with us, and he's like, well, it's fun, mate, but I once stopped at 777 in 300 meters, and I was like, what? Really? So immediately I was like, okay, it sounds a little unreasonable of a distance to stop a Boeing 777. So he's like, did you ever hear Speedbird 38, British Airways Flight 38? And I said, no, because I didn't actually know about it. And I was like, no, I didn't. I wasn't familiar with it. So we started talking about that. Anyways, I was speaking with Captain Peter Burkhill, who was actually at the time working, or looking for work, I should say, out in China. Unfortunately, he had been kind of condemned by the media and whatnot out in Great Britain, but he was the captain of British Airways Flight 38, which you should probably consider looking up, DJ Sean, when you get a chance. It's the only total hull loss, I believe, of a Boeing 777 to date outside of, maybe Asiana? Is that the other one? San Francisco.
Oh, yeah, the San Fran.
I think it was like the only one, but anyways, yeah, he's written a book called 30 Seconds to Impact, where he literally had 30 seconds to figure out how he's going to land the plane. It was only 777 flight to experience what's called a dual engine rollback, where they were short final, tried to put power into the throttles, and basically got no response from the engines. So he made a very rapid decision to move the flaps from like 15 to like, or 25 to like 15, I think it was. To clear the airport fence. They crashed just short of 27 left at Heathrow and stopped it on the threshold or just near it. But I had a chance to meet and speak with that captain in reality and stuff, and have about a hour and a half long conversation with him about everything that he went through. They did finally clear him from some of the media related problems he went through. You guys can watch, you can actually watch his story like on the Discovery Channel. I think has specials and stuff. You watch like air crash investigations. I think there's probably a couple specials on him, but yeah, you showed it on stream now. There it is. Yeah, he saved everybody's life though. He did. It was really just just a very kind of an unfortunate situation, but a very interesting story that he went through. He is kind of a hero now in Great Britain, but yeah, he is retired now and stuff. But yeah, it was really fantastic experience to meet and talk with somebody who's been through like a situation like that and whatnot. And he was not the flying pilot at the time. The first officer was flying the aircraft, but he was able to figure out in his head. He's like, if we're going to avoid crashing into the flats short of 27 left at Heathrow, we gotta bring the flaps up. Like, we have to do something in order to clear the airport fence at least to get this plane like on level flat land that's not going to kill everybody. And there were some injuries on the flight and stuff, but it was really kind of a miracle situation. It was really extremely interesting story, and I mean quite an opener too, to sit there and go, I once stopped a 777 in 300 meters. It's like,
yeah, wow. I've there was something that that San Fran one where the 777 fell short too. There have been a couple of reports of 777s getting low and slow and not being able to thrust up. But there's been a couple more and there's been no accidents. It's interesting, isn't it? Because we have 777-300s.
Are you able to? I can't hear you on the Discord.
It helps if I unmute my mic. that helps.
No, it's just all yeah. It's you got a little delay with the stream and stuff, so I'm just trying to pay attention to both. But
that's
yeah,
cool.
I know there are some stories with that and stuff. What it came down to with British Airways or Speedbird 38, whatever you want to call, what it came down to is that the dual engine rollback, they were flying from Beijing to London Heathrow, and it happened to be particularly cold up in like the northern like Arctic areas and stuff. It was actually like slightly more cold than normal, if I'm not mistaken. So anyways, when they were on the descent and stuff coming in and getting vectors for 27 left, obviously as the plane slows and stuff, and whenever they start dropping the flaps out and have to add a little power and whatnot, it's going to cause the fuel in the wings to start shifting. And what happened is there was some ice buildup in the fuel tanks, and just because of the extreme cold. At the time, this is really what the ultimate finding of, I
really
guess, the problem was. Is
Hope
that,
you guys are enjoying it.
Boeing had not discovered there was an issue with the fuel intake valves didn't have any sensors to discover if there would be ice in the fuel tanks or possible buildup of ice in the fuel tanks. So when they hit the final approach course and stuff and started dropping the flaps in, and you got to increase power and stuff, the fuel starts shifting in the wings, and all that ice just moved forward and it blocked up the intakes, and they had no form of indication or any way, shape, or form in the cockpit to show that there was any ice that was blocking the fuel flow through those intakes. So when they dropped in another notch of flaps and they go, we got to put power in, and they tried to put power in, and there's no response, and everything on the cockpit displays and everything is going, oh, this is golden, we're fine. No, it's not.
That would be so scary.
Yeah, that was kind of a discovery situation for Boeing to sit there and go, well, we may have to put some fuel warming system in place, for some of these international flights that have to go over the Arctic area and stuff in order to avoid this problem. So yeah, they did eventually clear him, but he was going through some very, very difficult times with the media and whatnot. Again, it was Captain Peter Burkle. He did write a book. Highly recommend reading it. It's again, it was called 30 Seconds to Impact, because that's literally all the time he had to figure out how the hell he was going to make the airport boundary. So kind of an interesting story. I just wanted to share that. I'm sorry, I've spoken way too long. I'm stealing your stream, so sorry about that.
No, buddy. We're just cruising here at yeah, it is. We're just cruising here at 39,000 feet, just taking photos and that stuff. Don't worry about it. It's all good. Yeah, it was a cool story. It was yeah. I mean, like, guys, my subscribers can jump in here and chat with me anytime.
Sure they did put in some sort of like,
and yeah, you're more than welcome to come and share stories. It's fantastic.
Was obviously extremely nervous while they were going through the investigation process, because they're like, well, we have only about 500 of these planes flying around the world. Do we need to worry about grounding these planes? Like, what the hell happened? And it was the first total hull loss of a Boeing 777 since they released it and stuff, and since they brought it out into service. So obviously Boeing was extremely nervous, and the British media was obviously very critical of the situation. Obviously, they didn't understand the whole process of the fact that you allow a first officer to conduct landings. They didn't understand at all. Like, why was the captain not at the controls? And it's not like he wasn't at the controls. It's just the first officer had the fuel for the plane. He was the one that was conducting the landing. But obviously, the media, the general public doesn't understand these kinds of things. On top of that, they managed to, and this is a social media thing just for people to think about. If you're in the real world aviation community and whatnot, be careful what you put on social media. They managed to dig up some history on his Facebook profile of him stumbled down completely wasted drunk at a frat party, which of course was 20 years prior to the whole incident. But I mean, the media releases something like that. What do they think? The captain's a drunk,
Absolutely.
So it's such a terrible thing. And it's to sit down and speak with Peter Burkhill personally, about the situation and talk about like everything he went through and all the media stuff he was dealing with and whatnot. It's just, I mean, I'm grateful that his name was cleared. I really do feel bad for the guy. He went through a lot of unnecessary, ridiculous things, but really just kind of just an interesting story. You know, just again talking about short field landings, just tying this back into what we just did there, the short field takeoff. So, so again, sorry to steal the stream. Just kind of wanted to share that. It was just kind of interesting to speak with him one-on-one. Just it kind of brought some perspective into thinking about things a little differently in aviation.
Yeah, absolutely, buddy, absolutely. Oh, thanks for sharing it, mate. I appreciate it. Thank you. Now, can you shut up?
Yep. No problem.
That's a joke. All good, buddy. All good.
Sorry about that.
Oh, don't be, man. I really enjoyed it.
Have another Sam Booker,
I
AJ.
want to tell a story next.
Okay,
hey,
Milo,
Sean, what's
go.
your wind situation?
You mean bastard. Mate, right up the arse at 88 knots.
Yeah, same. What's your ground speed?
536, and the box says I'm going to land with half a ton of fuel. This is, I don't know what's going on here. This experimental flight model.
Same. I'm doing 535, about the same. Do you want to go straight up the guts for runway 01?
Well, we might have to, mate. If I don't have the fuel, I'm too busy taking screenshots here. I've got all these screenshots. This looks amazing. I don't know about you guys. Right, let's have a little bit of a look here at some charts, eh? So let's go ahead and get Avitab up. Avitab airports. Where are we going to? We're going to KJAC. KJAC. We got a couple of runway 01 without an ILS. We got runway 19 ILS.
Yeah, I'm doing P-leg and then straight in.
So let's go here and load up some charts. So this little Avitab connects to Navigraph charts, which you've seen me use quite a few times before.
You can get ILS the other way,
which is this guy just here, this chart system just here. It connects to this, and we don't have to use this big heavy program for our charts. So we'll go here. We'll go to airport. We'll go airport information. We'll go back to approaches. We might just check that that's loaded up. Yep, there we go. Has them in daytime setting. I like my charts in nighttime, but that's okay. That's not too bad. We'll just track this down here and get some weather now. God, this looks amazing. What a beautiful part of America. I almost feel like we should be raising money for air traffic controllers here on the stream. It's, yeah. And 25, there we go.
Kilo 1 Golf 4, airport information. Bravo 1235 Zulu, weather, wind 107 at 3, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 6, dew point -4, altimeter 3020. Advise on initial contact, you have information. Bravo Kilo 1 Golf 4, airport information. Bravo 1235 Zulu, weather, wind 107 at 3, visibility 10, sky clear, temperature 6, dew point -4, altimeter 3020. Advise on initial contact, you have information. Bravo Kilo 1 Golf 4, airport information.
Kilo 1
Bravo
Golf 4, that's not what we want.
Zulu, weather, wind 1.
Because I'm an idiot. That's why I'm an idiot. I didn't load in the new flight plan. That's why it's giving us, that's why it's giving us the old one. That's better. Map, lock to aircraft. There we go. That's what we should be seeing. Okay, so now if we switch it over.
Kilo Juliet Alpha Charlie, airport information Charlie 1227 Zulu, weather, wind, calm, visibility 9, sky condition, ceiling 8000, overcast, temperature -13, dew point -14, altimeter 3026. Advise on initial contact, you have information. Charlie Kilo Juliet Alpha Charlie,
Oh boy, hearing this one, maybe he did it already. You know, when I heard that foreign accent on automated weather where you departed field, I was afraid Donald outsourced already. 3026 on the altimeter. 3026 on the altimeter. I've forgotten already. The wind's calm. The wind's calm. Altimeter 3026. So you're talking about a straight up the guts for runway 01, guys?
Copy. Yep. Clouds at 8,000. High visibility.
RNAV X,
0
RNAV
knots.
Zulu. We've got a
QNH,
RNAV
102.
Zulu's runway 01. We do. Let's have a look at this chart just here. RNAV Zulu. Are there arrivals for this airport? Let's go back and have a look. Arrival 0. Okay, that's cool. We'll do that. That makes heaps of sense. So we'll go and do this guy here. The RNAV's RMP Zulu for runway 01. So let's go and chuck that in now. So down here, we'll chuck you just there. Departures, arrivals into Jackson. The RNAV Zulu for runway 01. And we're going to take it from... where's IDC? So Iluna's that one. IDC's over there. I think IDC's the one we're going to use because we'll come in from this way. Execute. Alright, let's chuck you down here. Greetings. Hey, Swifty360. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Good evening or good morning or good afternoon. Okay, so we need to fix this up something fierce. I see what it did. I see what it's done. It's duplicated our flight plan. Okay, I see what it's going. I see what's going on here. So where are we headed to first? Frenzy, FU. Okay, so we're going to Frenzy. So I think we've got 2 frenzies in this plan. We do. Ah, I found my error. I found my error. Gonna land with 3.6 tons now. Can I post a screenshot? Hey, Robbie, you still with us? Yeah, buddy, you can, and thanks for asking. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's have a look here. Tuvok. I'm going to go BPI, Adeka, and then Uroko. Actually, what's the distance between us, Leroy? You there, buddy?
Yeah, hang on. I'm just going through it now. I've got BPI, Ideka, Tuvok, Jevum.
Yeah, get rid of Tuvok. You want to go Ideco to Uroko. Leroy, how far are you? How far? Oh wow! How far am I in front of you on your ND? How many miles?
Stand by.
What do we got here? But if you want to give the viewers a wicked view, consider 19. Arnav Zulu, probably. That's probably. Oh wow! There's the cargo. There you are. He's flying the KLM cargo. Let's max screen that guy.
Miles.
Yeah, 20 miles. Okay, copy. That's nice.
I don't have that Adeka point or whatever you're talking.
Yeah, you haven't put the RNAV in from it. Adeco's the or Veco or whatever it is the one of the
Did you use the transition?
fixes. Yeah, I did. Yeah, Ideca transition. Actually, do I need Ideca? Probably not. Ooh, there was an error loading scenery, Salt Lake City.
I've just redone it. Hang on.
Well, maybe we'll fix this up and go a little bit. Ooh, what have we done there? Okay, that's not right. No, we got another error. We got another flight plan error here. So step.
Nah, get rid of Ideca already. Nah, get rid of...
So what's the start of the approach? Urco. Ibeka. Ideka.
Okay, I'll read out mine. I've got Ideka. Ideka 2 Vok Jevum Widja 01.
I'm going to go Frenzy, FFU, Odus, Uroko, Vugai.
I've got Frenzy, FFU, Odus, VPI,
Yeah, cool. Yeah, keep that because that'll put some distance in between both of us.
Alright.
Yeah. You're on going Arnav runway, Arnav X-ray, cool. I've got Arnav Zulu.
I'm happy with that.
Yeah, cool. So ground point 9, sorry, get back to what you said.
Turn after Jevum.
Yeah, that's why I've taken that out. So ground point 9, just to your point about better visual approach for the visual, better approach for the viewers. Absolutely, I am very fastly running out of time here, so I don't have those extra minutes there to really go around to the other side, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and slowly get the aircraft configured though. So we've got for the RMP 11 6690 for our minimum. So let's get going. So we're watching the Barrow coming up here. The Barrow's just here. 6690. This would kill my wrist in VR. 6690. Totally kill my wrist in VR. In the Barrow with H radio and H radio. In the Barrow for this one, in the Barrow for this one. What do we got here? Approach course of 006. Whoops, that was a zoom in. 006. Scrolling. Decision height Barrow and height radio in for the minimums. Is decision? It depends on the approach you're doing there, Robbie. Cat 2s we use radio, Cat 3 radio, for these ones we use Barrow. Hey mate, I've got a jet, need to concentrate on work this morning. Great stream, have a good one mates. Alright Rocket, thanks for popping in buddy, really do appreciate it. Thanks again mate, and we'll see you again soon. Boar Shadows, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream my friend. Welcome to the stream. Okay. And we're going to land on runway 01, so we'll get off on Alpha 3. Okay, let's get rid of you. We should have a little iPad just here, if I can see the button to turn it back on. And on this little iPad just here, we can get to AviTab as well, and there's your charts just here that we had up before. Hey! What we got here? Jack Hood 1512, thank you so much for the follow. And Pilot, Pilot, thank you also for the follow. Welcome to both of you to the stream. If you've got any questions or comments, please shout out. Did you ever try the Frontier Pilot Sim? No, Pilot, I didn't. No, I haven't, unfortunately. Okay, so now that that's plugged in, what are we going to land with? 3.8 tons. So what did we take off with? We took off with that. So if we add 4 tons to that, that's 64.5, 64.3. Hang on, is my maths off? 4 ton on that. Oh, is 63.5, 63.3, yes. 63.3. I can math. Okay, flaps 40 landing, 139 for us. Okay, so that's good. Auto brakes 2. And what do we have as a landing field elevation? 6,431. 6,451. 6,400. I haven't had to dial the 50. There we go, 1 foot off. I haven't had to dial that up that far for a little while. Let's get some more music chilling here, guys. Get some music playing here, and let's go out and have a little bit of a look outside. Amazing views we're getting here tonight. Amazing. I'm down. Awesome, Milo. What's the weather like when you get there? What's the pretty good? It should be fairly alright. We're starting to go into cloud at KJAC. We got traffic ahead of us on VATSIM. Right there, you can see the jet stream. Unless that's Leroy. Has Leroy overtaken us and not told us? Let's have a look. Fantastic.
No way.
You tell me, Porky Pies, mate.
25 miles behind you.
Oh god, look at everything in Europe
The only
here.
one I see in front of us is Alpha Lima 136.
Where are we? Alpha Lima 136. 777 going from KJAC from London to Heathrow. That could be him. That's him right ahead of us. You can see a stream, a jet stream. Oh, it's a bit hard on the stream there to see, but there's a jet stream just there.
And his name is John C.
Oh, Swifty. Swifty360, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream, my friend.
Thanks for the flights, guys. I've got to go.
See you, Milo.
See you later, Milo. Thanks for flying with us, buddy. Appreciate it. Boeing 747 rocks. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Hello. We're just cruising here at 39,000 feet. Ooh, what have we got there? We've got a town that we're starting to fly over. Where would we be if we go to Avitab? If we go to... Do we have to close all this to get back?
It's taking me all that time to dial in my minimum.
Map. There we go. Let's have a look here. What are we flying over? Lehi? Lehi? Is that? Does anyone know what that is? Draper, Rivington, American Fork, Pleasant Grove. We're flying from the Grand Canyon up to Jackson Hole. We're at 39,000 feet, and with 88 knots up our tail, we're pretty fast, about 530 ground speed. West Jordan. Some interesting names for places here. Salt Lake City, that's where we're flying over. Salt Lake City. I got an error about my Salt Lake City area as we flew over. Wow, that looks awesome down through there. Take another quick screenshot there. Okay guys, let me be right back. I am just going to get another quick drink here, and we'll get in and start landing. Give me a sec, mate. So I will be back in just a second. If you haven't seen me before, hi, I am DJ Sean. I'm a charity streamer. That's what you see up in the top right hand corner. I raise money and awareness for charity, with 100% of your donation going through to our charity. It's donated live on stream at the end of the month. We've smashed our first goal of $100, and we're now chasing down our second goal of $200. I'll play a little video from them. I'll get a drink, and I'll see you all in just a few minutes. Okay, guys, welcome back. I'll get some music chilling here. What do we got there? Chastity0508. Thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream also. Okay, top of descent. Where are we going? About 80 miles top of descent, mate. Okay, let's, where have we got? We still got the charts up? No, we don't. Let's bring those up now. Airport number 5 for us, and we had an arrival there for the approach for the RNAV Zulu for runway 01. Okay guys, what I might do is just very quickly pause the music here for a second. So I am going to complete a arrival briefing now for the aircraft. So you guys on the stream, you are my virtual FOs. So if you've got any questions during any of this, please shout out and let me know. So we are flying, we've got no arrival, no arrival for this airport, so we're going to be flying an approach. We've selected the RNAV Zulu for runway 01 approach, which is this chart just here. It's chart 12-21, and it has us joining over here from IDECA to Urco, and then we jump on the approach here at Vugai, where we'll conduct the RNAV Zulu approach. We've got it all plugged in and configured and checked. We've got a lowest or minimum safe altitude around this airfield of 15,000 feet. So it is down in a valley, as you can see just here, but with some very high terrain around it. So we'll just make sure that if we do get any not traffic cautionary advisory, if we get any any terrain warnings, that's what I'm trying to say, we will make sure that we treat those with the respect absolutely that they need. The missed approach for this one is climb to 14,000 or on track 007 to this waypoint, and track 007 to Quirt, and then track 088 to the DNW VOR, the Denoy VOR, and hold. Continue the climb in the hold to 14,000 feet. So that's fairly easy. It's a fairly easy one to follow. It's course 006 for us. We've got course 006 set on both sides here. When we do pull off though, we're going to be landing into runway 01, which is this guy just here. We are going to complete a flaps 40 landing, which with the VREF or a weight of 63.3 tons gives us a reference speed of 139 knots. We will do +5 down the approach, so that'll take us to 144 down the approach, and we'll aim to touch those wheels down at around 139. Coming into runway 01, we'll aim to get off on Alpha 3. Failing that, we'll get off on Alpha 4. Failing that, well, we'll just log off and start crying. We have got auto brakes too to pull us up there. The weather conditions down in KJAC are fine. We'll just go ahead and review those now. So as you can see on the screen now, the wind is 070 at 3 knots. Good visibility, 10 statute miles. There's a few clouds at 100 feet. Wow, they crept in there somewhere. Broken at 7,500. It's minus 12 degrees down there with a dew point of minus 14 and the altimeter 3026. What else we got here? There's nothing wrong with the aircraft that means we need to land it any differently, and I'm pilot flying. You guys will be pilot monitoring. All right, if anyone's got any other questions about the arrival briefing, please let me know. What we might do is, as we are approaching a top of descent, we'll just go ahead and do the descent checklist as well now. And that way we've got it done and out of the way. So the descent checklist is this guy just here. The pressurization landing altitude is 6,451 feet. We've got 6,450 foot set there. Recalls checked. The auto brake is RTO. VREF, we've got flaps 40 for 139, and the minimums are set at 6,690 feet. I think I skipped that on my briefing on the chart there. The approach briefing has been completed. That's the descent checklist. We are good to go down. So what we might do now is just plug down to about 10,500. We'll just do a really nice big continuous descent. We're outside of controlled airspace. Nothing we really need to worry about. Boeing 747 rocks. Hey, hi again. Oh, we got some awesome juicy terrain. Let's go up. Let's go outside and have a bit of a look. Oh, wow. Look at this. So amazing. It's just amazing. It just totally blows my mind, this sim, sometimes. As we get a nice active sky weather reload just there. There's little pauses that you might see in this sim. It's just me taking a high quality screenshot. I have got a bit of a collection of screenshots now from this flight, and it's going to be a hell of a time choosing one for the YouTube channel, that's for sure. Look at that, absolutely amazing. That's the Discord there, guys, if anyone... hey! Boeing 747 Rocks, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the channel. Glad you found us. There is the Discord, guys. If anyone wants to join our Discord, we have got a competition for the best screenshot at the moment. Your screen, if you are the winner, your screenshot becomes my loading screen for the week. The entries are currently open, and you can do all that in the competitions channel in our Discord. Joining the Discord also has a whole heap of other benefits as well. We've got a great group of guys and girls, and they are all really willing to help you with any technical issues you might have. We fly DCS, we train sim, we do a whole bunch of other stuff as well, farm simming as well. So if you enjoy any of that, we've got a really good group on our Discord. Skinzo, welcome to the stream. Hello, welcome. I hope you're well. We're just flying to Jackson Hole in the United States from the Grand Canyon. We're about 40 miles from top of descent, and we're outside just having a fantastic look. Having a look at all this fantastic scenery. I don't know how you can have a fantastic look, but with all the scenery, we're doing it anyway. Just listening to some tunes here. It's good. I don't know about that song. We might skip that one. I really want the flight sim, but can't get it. Why, Boeing? Why can't you get it? Yeah, Skinzo, I'm really good. I'm just chilling. We're just having a little bit of a Wednesday night stream here as we cruise up to Jackson Hole here. There's a couple of us. One of us has already landed, and I've got one behind me. Ooh. We had a little wobble there. We're getting a few bumps here at... No. There's all that cloud for Jackson Hole we're coming up to now, so we're probably going to lose sight of the lovely scenery here in a little bit. Yeah, Boeing, probably not taking requests on this flight tonight. We're sort of just chilling. I'm from the UK, so it's only 1:30 PM. Oh, nice. Ooh, we're getting thrown. That's top of descent. Yeah, that's top of descent. That's Todd for me, Leroy. I'm on the way down.
Nine miles to go for me.
Copy. Drag required. We'll acknowledge that, and we'll just see what the aircraft does here. What are you doing, aeroplane? Alright, we'll give you a little bit of give you a bit of speed break there. And I'm from India, and it's 7 p.m. Ah, there you go. Well, we got quite the international audience tonight. So welcome to everyone. If anyone has any questions about the sim or anything like that, please shout out. Don't be shy. We are running the brand new Zibo 737R version 3.32 RC2. This is our first flight. And so far, so good. This vertical descent it's doing here is a bit funky. We're starting to slowly catch our vertical profile here, but 4,300 feet per minute down.
Tob.
Okay, copy. Bum, bum, bum. Let's have a quick look here at Avitab. So Volgai at 14,000. We're going down to 10.5 at you. Okay. It's very bright out the window and very dark inside the flight deck here at the moment. Quick question. What if hydraulics have failed? So how do you lower the gear and flaps? So Boeing, the gear on most airliners, including most of the Boeings, are all gravity dropped and hydraulically raised. And should we have an issue with the hydraulics though, as part of that releasing mechanism, we go down here, and this guy just here, I don't know if you can see in there too well. That's the manual gear extension handles there. So we pull those guys and the gear comes out. For flaps, we've got a bunch of backup hydraulic systems here that we can use. We've got some alternate flight controls here to assist us. Some alternate flaps here as well that we can pull out should we need to. If you lose both hydraulic systems, you're probably having a pretty bad time. And Roy Chanity, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. If you've got any questions or comments, please shout out. So yeah, Boeing, if you've lost both hydraulic systems and those alternative systems don't work, you've probably got some pretty serious problems with the aircraft. Yeah. All my lovely scenery is now going to be hidden behind all the clouds. Okay, what we might do now, guys, is we are getting close to our transition levels, so I'm going to switch mics here, and there's a pretty big mic difference when we go from my lovely big boom mic to just this little guy here, as my green screen totally cocks up. My green screen does not like me at all tonight. It really doesn't. Let's have a little bit of a look here. Don't know why it doesn't like me.
I think my cloud coverage is as bad as yours. I can see the valley on the left I'm about to turn into.
Sorry guys, let me just bring my my green screen here back to life while I fix it up real quick. There we go, that's looking a bit better. That should be a bit better. I've been having all sorts of green screen issues tonight, so I do apologise. Okay, gotta go, bye. Okay buddy, see you later. Alright, we're gonna go jump into VR now, so let's go do that. So go over here, chuck you and enable you into VR, and let's go ahead and turn you on. All right. Okay, we should be back in VR, and we are. There we go. Fix up our view there. We're turning in, getting fast. Bring you on. Let's get some AviTab out because we're going to need to know. So we need first we need is AviTab. Get you. So we've got our charts. We'll check the charts just there because we're going to need those for the flight. Go to Move VR and we'll get the chat in here. Hi chat. Chuck you guys. Can we blow you up? Yeah, we can. And where can we chuck you guys? Can we chuck you guys there? Yeah, we'll chuck you guys up there. Okay. Does VR make you feel dizzy after? No, buddy, not at all. Not at all. Okay. Bang on profile. We're back on speed. There's standard, so switching over to 3026. What do we got? 3026 is set. There you go, you can see us on the chart just here. In some rain here at the moment. We have got a bug in this latest version of X-Plane that makes some rain come through the flight deck. So I do apologise guys for rain coming through. What do we got here? -10 in there. So let's go chuck some wing anti-ice on and some engine anti-ice as we turn.
What, you don't want to plummet out of the sky again?
No, not particularly, mate. Wow, this is awesome. I didn't know VR and X-Plane was so polished. Hey, Tamu, thank you, and yes, absolutely, welcome to the stream, and it is amazing. The 737, the Zibo 737 is one of the best representations of what VR can do. Besides the rain coming through the flight deck, which is a current bug in X-Plane, it is amazing. Okay, so you can see our red little aeroplane here coming down the approach. So it's 11,600, which we can see just here. That goes to 11,200, then 10,500, and we'll go down to 8,600. 8,600 set. Just coming out of that cloud there. Nothing on the weather radar. We'll go to terrain because that's pointless. Here we go, there's the terrain. Okay, approach checklist. Altimeters are 3026, 3026, and 3026. That's the approach checklist complete. Oh, I see some terrain there. Down the approach we go.
Wind's picked up a fraction now, 0703 knot.
Yeah, it has.
Not significant though.
Okay, we've been at path, we're just going to bring the speed down now. Oh really? You're going to VNAV speed? No. Go VNav path. What are you doing? Got us a little bit high there. I thought we'd stay in VNav path there, but obviously not. Okay, we'll chuck the lights on now. Fasten seatbelt signs are on. Close the door, I don't want to hear you guys talking. We cannot see anything at all. An itchy nose. I think I've got. Sorry, guys. 1 sec. Scratch my nose there. Oops. And bang the mic. My apologies.
Thousand to go.
Okay, flaps 1. Gear down. And down to minimums plus 100. That was what, 6,700. 7,700, sorry. Flaps 5.
2,500.
144. What were the minimums for your approach, mate?
6690.
Flaps 15. I hope we break out of this cloud here at some point. Gear down at 9,000 feet. A firm. The airport's elevated 4,000. Sorry, the airport's elevated 6,500 feet, mate. Flaps 25.
You won't get out of the cloud till after the final approach, Vic.
Flaps 40. Landing checklist is engine start switches are continuous for this aircraft. The speed brake is armed. The landing gear is down 3 green and flaps are 40 green light. Oh, I don't think we're going to see anything here. I might be going round, Leroy.
Oh, wow. You on God's light?
Yeah, of course. No, we want that one.
4 miles, give it a couple, give it another 2 miles. And
feet stabilized, Mr. Virgin.
I can see the runway. You're
This
right.
approach is set 14,000. Ah, yeah, I've got it coming out of the haze now. I don't know why I set 7,700 as it's meant to be 6,700. There we go. We're good. Okay, my aeroplane.
400.
My throttles.
Approaching minimums.
Geez, it's really threading the needle through these mountains on the approach.
300. Minimums.
Continue.
500. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Max reverses, max brakes. Oh, we're going to do the same thing in Jackson again. Oh no, we're going to do the same thing. I'm not going to pull up. Through some lights.
Go!
Oh. Every time I come into this damn airport, oh, pull up.
Clunk.
Every
Send you the
time.
bill, Sean.
Oh, damn. Every time I come to this fucking airport.
See, that's approach lights at both runways, mate.
Oh. So you can see the snow going across that wasn't on the forecast. I should have hit pretty hard. I should have landed and we aquaplaned. No braking. That was all reverse thrust there. Alright, flaps up. Off. We'll leave the engine anti-ice on for taxi. I don't know what. Every time I come into this damn airport. Oh shit. You're on, you're off. The snow looks pretty cool though.
Alright, Sean. I'm off to bed. See you guys later.
Alright, mate. See you, buddy.
Yeah.
Strobes off. APU. We can go a red and get rid of AviTab now. We don't need it. AviTab toggle on power the tablet. APU's booting up. Yep. Oh dear. Well, that was bloody annoying. What have we got up here? A 7.6. I feel like I was inadequately informed about the conditions at this airport. The map with the AviTab does only does work with Navigraph monthly subscription, right?
I'm
Yeah,
approximately
A-firm,
11 miles out.
A-firm. Where are these crazy assholes going? Alright, let's turn in here, taxi light off. It's a very cool 7.6. Oof. that was definitely braking. Okay, parking. Oh, that's a nice little it's a nice. They implemented real braking in the Zibo. Huh. You've got to have your feet on the brakes now to pull up the brakes. That's good. That's great. They've implemented real braking. On. And shutting down left and shutting down right.
Interesting, the difference in active sky between the two sims. I've picked up the airport from about 8 miles.
It's snowing in my sim. There's the clock will stop.
Oh mate, have a look at the pictures I put up of my.
Stop you. Okay, well, welcome everyone to Jackson Hole. We've got a nice little repair bill down the end of the runway. They won't need those lights. Ground. Let's go set some chocks. We'll get the GPU connected. What do we got here? We got anti-collision light is off. Fasten seatbelt sign is off. We turn you guys off because the aircraft's terminating. Off. Hydraulics and off. You can open the doors. Yes. Open the entry there. What do we got here? Ground handling. Let's get some stairs put onto the aircraft here. Come on. There we go. Stairs, and we'll get the car drive up. There we go. And unlock the door. And shutdown checklist. The fuel pumps, everything's off but one for the APU. The probe heat's off as well as the windows. The hydraulic panel is set. The flaps are up. The parking brake is set. The engine start levers are cut off, and the weather radar is off and off. That's the shutdown checklist complete. Alrighty, let's kill the APU now. So bleeds all off, packs off, shut down. Oops. There we go. We want to be on the GPU first before we kill the APU. Off. We can kill you. And our ride has arrived.
On finals.
Alright, let's go. Let's jump out and reset you. What do we use? 157 aside, so just over 3 ton. Reset you. Okay, guys, that's it for the flight. Let me jump out of VR here. Okay, there we go.
Get this mic back here, and there we go. Look at wow, that was great. Thanks for the stream. Sorry, yeah, great, Jackson. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Look at the snow moving across the ground here. It's nuts. So the aircraft is on the GPU, so we've turned the APU off. We'll be 5. Turn the APU off, and our car has arrived, and we're just waiting on Leroy. Here comes Leroy now behind us. I'll take another couple of screenshots here. Here comes Leroy. Diving for the runway.
I wanted a firm one. Wasn't too.
Is it snowing?
Hell yeah.
I swear we didn't have snow. I swear we didn't have snow on the Meta. KJAC. Oops, there we go. KJAC. What do we got here? Winds calm. 9 statute miles. Few at 5,500. Overcast at 6.5. There's no snow there.
Well, I just got down with auto brakes through.
Oh, Leroy only just made it.
And I had 4 tons less weight than you.
How good this looks like. I love the snow effect on the ground here for X-Plane. It looks amazing. All right, guys. Well, guys, that's probably it for the stream, I think, tonight. I hope you've really enjoyed it. What have we done? We've flown a TBM from Phoenix into the Grand Canyon West, and then we've taken a 737 from Grand Canyon West up to Jackson, which was a good little trip. Hope you've enjoyed the scenery, the music along the way, and the chats. Grand Point Niner, thank you so much for sharing that information with us about the 777. That was really good. To all the new followers, and Skinzo, thank you so much. We'll see you next time. Thank you and welcome to the stream. I hope you've really enjoyed it. I do encourage you guys all to check out the Discord there. It's no longer snowing. The weather just got better. And we'll see you all again for a flight next time. Until then, though, guys, I'll see you all a little bit later. Bye for now.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks, don't mind me. I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.